No worries. Go ahead.
You want to get out of the way. Yeah, you're on it.
Yeah.
Push the live button if you like. I was going to wear a mask and that, and I knew it was.
Oh.
Well, I got a thing on my face here, and I'm a bit conscious of it.
I didn't even notice it, dude. Don't worry about it.
Don't wear my makeup.
Yeah. You look fabulous.
There you go. Go on, you do that, Doug.
I'm going
Yes. Yeah.
See ya.
Sit a bit down, love you.
Rips. Rips first one in the house today. So what are you shooting today? What are you shooting today, Shades?
What am I shooting?
Yeah. What's up, Rex? Kyle, what's happening?
I was actually. I had a couple of shots off at
From
earlier, but I got this from Roland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
super thin, eh?
Yeah, quite a long while. I was going to get my taking shots out as well. And I also have, obviously, I ain't got no bands on the other one, on the raindrop.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's
the Holy Grail guy with Omegas on it.
Man, that green really pops, eh?
I think they're near enough last of me Omegas.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah, from what you sent.
Oh wow! I'll see if I can get some down to you again. Get you another roll.
I don't like people spending money on me, mate.
Hey Shades, too bad. How about that?
But I got a few here. And I have in here.
Oh, nice natty.
Yeah, well, that's sort of because it's got slight pistol grip on it.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I really like the handle on that thing. That's cool.
And you can shoot it either way, depends how big your hand is. Or you lock in there or lock in that way.
Yeah.
With these lovely little skinnies on it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, look at the sharp on that, man. I thought of you when I knew it was so sharp, because you like that sharp corner, don't you?
That really sharp point, yeah.
But that's actually gone to the guy we were speaking about a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
Because of the grip, the pistol grip type.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I can show you yours if you want.
You can leave it as a surprise, Shades. We'll do another live someday, and I'll do an unboxing of it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Deez? Gary,
put that back in the
Bean,
sling bag.
Patrick, Hoggy. Woo! We got getting all the good ones in here this morning.
Yeah,
Jack, what's happening?
Piper. That's that young lad, isn't it, Piper? Oh no, he isn't. I see Piper on his video the other day.
Yeah. That's Patrick.
Just stepping there to fill my tea up.
Yeah, no worries. So I got a few frames with me today. We're going to be doing a little bit of shooting. The first one I pulled out of I guess we'll call it retirement. I haven't shot in a while, and I totally forgot I had it, to be honest. Is the koala. It was Mikey. It was Mikey to put me onto this one. He's like, "Oh man, you got to try one of these koalas. They're badass." He has a really nice white and black one.
That's and I got color into it.
Oh yeah, it's really, really nice. I was just out here doing a little bit of shooting while I was setting up the live, and got a couple of shots through it, and it was man, I should have brought this guy out before another time. I got the new Abro out here. We're gonna give this guy a little bit of a shoot this morning. I got proper bands on it this time, so it should be good.
Yeah, it's got more of
the ergo going. Yeah,
right.
We got this guy. I figured there's a couple of others I haven't shot in a minute, so I got my taken shots with me. I haven't shot this one in a while. The Headhunter, I believe it's called.
Yeah, I was going to get mine out, but I didn't. The bands are gone right on the end.
Oh, they're
Yeah, and I didn't want to twang while I'm there, so I picked some up. But that's a Jade. Yeah, the Jade one. They're just so crisp and precise.
Yeah, they're nice, eh?
Especially how you've been shooting 90s for like half a year or something, you know, and then you pick up I've got proper frame, you pick one of them up, and they're so dead on. The same with yours. Everything's, even though slightly rounded, is still dead on.
Yeah, it's still got that nice sharp point, on the fork tip.
Yeah,
And the last one I got with me today is the old my first custom that I ever really got was from Andrew over at Prime Fork. This is my Beagle version 1. And this thing's like sex for my fingers. it just locks right into my hand. It feels so good. He actually got me to measure my hand and everything.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, I measured my hand and he built it right for my grip. So this thing is like it's as perfect as the hold as I can get, really. It's crazy.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
I usually,
What's up?
like,
What's
when
up,
I
Larry?
sit out there, if I sit out there and I do it now, usually I just do them at night. I'll walk about, I'll shoot them.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 weeks, and then one day I'll sit there and I'll go, oh, and I'll just take a little bit out and for ages, until they fit. They're all different, but they fit a certain way. Each one become comfortable in the end. But
Yeah.
Prime Fork, I see the one on Facebook you had.
Which one? Oh, the Cygnus. I've got to do a video. That's one of the videos I got to do for Prime Fork. That's going to be coming up. Whenever I have some time. I mean,
Just
it's
pour tea. Just pouring my tea in.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I know how you like tea.
Batty is here. What's up, Batter? Tea's not bad. I like tea.
Oh right. I actually started drinking black coffee because of.
Yeah, I'm more of a coffee guy, but I do enjoy tea from time to time.
About your coffee, when you're talking about coffee and good coffee, all coffee tastes the same because I only ever drank instant, really. But then my daughter bought a coffee machine, and I thought, well, I'll have black coffee, and that's pretty good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a black coffee guy. I know a lot of people like to put cream and sugar and all that crap in there, but for me, I'm a coffee guy.
Yeah, I'm straight. That makes I do find that make me dry though. Whether that's the stuff we have there.
Yeah.
Like the little pots you put in there.
I used to I got into while I'm at work I drink out of the pods, but when I'm at home I always grind my own coffee.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start, mate.
What's up, Esther? What's up? Tea is good, especially with a spot of fine whiskey. Oh, and black coffee all day. That's my boy, Patrick. That's what I like to hear. Luke, what's happening? Good morning.
Make some noise.
Yeah, let's take a couple of whacks. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous this morning, Shades, when I was out here setting this up. Somebody was just ripping some music super loud, and it's only like 7 in the morning. It was like 7:30 in the morning, and they were blasting music out. And if I do that, if I go live with that on there, I'm gonna get a community strike. So I was getting kind of concerned. Then I heard some man come out and start yelling at somebody, and then it all went away. So it was good.
Yeah,
what's up, Joe?
They try and get rid of the auditors, I think, on there by playing music. So the people who go around and do the police and all them auditor mobs.
Yeah.
They start playing video, trying to knock them out with that. But so one thing what I found, because now they years ago I used to just try stuff off Amazon.
Yep.
And some of their little pouches, this is one of their pouches, the little microfiber pouches, because I mean, especially when they all come from China, they're all, and the microfiber, these are beautiful little. You don't have nice, I like them. I'll put them on one of your frames. I was like, they're lovely little things.
Was it good music at least? No, not so much, geese. It sounded like cheap old reggae, really loud. Yeah, it was what was going on. And don't get me wrong, I actually like classic reggae. I'm into that music, but the stuff that I was hearing was like really bad. I noticed last time I forgot when I went to order. What size steel ball do you recommend again? It really depends. It's a personal preference thing. I'm an 8 mil steel guy. I think Shades uses 9.5.
Yeah, on 9.5, I got 877 in a mixed tub. What I shoot with tubes.
Yeah.
So I can keep the strength on them up. These bands are handy. I love these bands, man.
They're nice, eh? They're really nice.
They don't sell them in the over here. I mean, I buy a shed full.
Have you tried the .45 shades?
No, I haven't. No, because I shoot 9.5s, and I mean the only ones I've tried are the ones you got. I actually went low the other day and ordered some because I love the yellow sniper sling and beans. I don't like, you know.
Oh, they're good stuff, eh?
I bought some .5. Whereas I only ever bought .6.
Oh yeah, yeah. The .5.
I bought .5 because I
Plenty
started
fast.
liking. Yeah, they are fast, very fast, and they're super reliable, aren't they? With sniper sling, they're super reliable. Such a reliable product.
Oh yeah.
But these are mega bands. I've had them, I don't know, whenever you sent them, but I had them a hell of a long while.
Yeah.
A hell of a long while.
You can get a crap ton of shots through them too, eh? They just keep going. They don't they don't seem to die.
What are the green?
Oh yeah, this koala's a freaking sniper for me today.
Do people
It's crazy.
Are the green better? As in power wise, or are they stiffer?
The draw is lighter.
That's
the draw,
oh bloody hell.
Yeah, the draw is lighter and they're almost as fast. And for a long draw shooter like
I thought that was the other way around. I thought these were the more elastic. I thought these were the lighter. Because I never shot them.
The green, the .4 the .5 green are actually heavier than the white. But what I started doing was I started messing around with the bands to see which ones I like better, and I ended up going with the .45. They're almost as fast. We'll say for my draw, if I max them out, I get around 304, 306 feet per second on a maxed out band set with 8 mil steel on a short draw with the .5. And I get around 280, 285 with the .45 maxed out at short draw. So it's very close. But on a long draw, the difference in the draw weight is about 1.5 pounds. So that's pretty sweet. You're dropping it down even lighter. And for a long draw guy like you, if you're shooting your 3/8 on a long draw with .45 bands, your draw is going to be even lighter than what it was before with a very similar speed.
Well, strength. I never actually knew that. Well, not knew it, but when I used to shoot short draw, I'd never anchored air. I've always anchored straight away, even with the wrist rockets, like in the air. And all I do from a long draw, I'll do the same, and I'll just pull it straight back. But then I turn to flipping my hand over to get even longer.
Yeah,
because I got
get a little bit more zip.
Yeah, dodgy neck and shoulders. I can't see how people can shoot with their thumb that way up.
Yeah, I can't do that. I know a lot of guys are shooting with their thumb up. I can't. I have to shoot with my with their thumb down. I have to shoot with my thumb up when I shoot long draw. Otherwise, I'm shooting myself in the face and all kinds of things. It's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I shoot long draw, I stand like this, with my with the ball on this end, and I just do a big T and let him rip.
What's that say too, Bob?
Fishing Geek, what's up?
Hoggy, Mr. Hoggy.
The one thing I will say, Fishing Geek, it says Fishing Geek asked, are the bigger ones easier to see to learn because they're slower? I do. I do find I can see the shot better. That's the only difference. Because if I get 300 feet per second, which I have with Sniper Sling Black on 0.7 bands with 9.5 mil steel, I'm still able to see the ball because it's larger.
Yeah.
With the 8 mil steel, when I'm hitting that speeds, it gets tough to see where it's going. You really have to kind of
That's
rely on your form.
and with that band shooting at 10 meters, that's instant. That's
Oh yeah,
instant hitting that target into.
yeah.
I mean,
You hear the snap and the whack at the same time almost. It's kind of
yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I like a nice quiet band, and I found you can actually draw a band, and you can find its quietness, even when the perfect where that release from
yeah,
nicest. Like when I'm on a short draw, it seems as though I was snapping all the while. But I draw it a little bit further, and you don't get the snap.
yeah.
Not quite that snap. It's more of a flat. Everything must go together better, as in the
Yeah.
physics wise of it. But
Truther, what's up?
Somebody said I need to stop wasting my time shooting cans. I love shooting cans.
Shooting cans is fun.
I shoot cans as long as I live. There you go on there, Mr. Hillbilly.
Slingshot needs so. Do you hit people and animals? The answer is no, Randy. Quick, what's going on? We're sitting here chatting, shooting slingshots. Well, it's awesome to meet you and your wife, Grasshopper. Oh.
Do you shoot people? If you want to end up in jail, I suppose.
Why do I have 2 glasses? The hell?
She's on about me, eh? I don't like being called 4 eyes.
I didn't
I
realize you
don't
had
like
2
being
glasses.
called 4 eyes. I prefer to be called 6 eyes.
6 eyes. Yo, Bam Bam, what's up, man? 5 a.m. How do? Oh, man, you guys on the West Coast living in the past. According to Shades, I'm living in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, you're behind me.
Yeah.
Well, England's about 10 years behind the USA and everyone else. We've only now started getting the guys driving about. Luke's my age, driving about like this with their hood up.
Oh, nice.
No wonder you've got a big dent in the side of your car, mate.
Yeah.
You can't see. Yeah, all cool ones. And I'm a bit of a dupe. I'll pull up in the traffic lights beside them and sloop down and that and be cool.
Azima, we don't talk about that stuff around here. This is a peaceful, fun, friendly chat. We don't need to bring any kind of that stuff around here. So, thanks for the question, but I won't be answering it.
We say no shit, man.
Yeah.
Can't
stay. I'm heading to work, but hit the like button. Thanks, Bam Bam. You're the man. And have a good day at work, bud. Wesley Hops, what's up? Who's the best with the catapult? Who knows?
Me.
Shades all day. He's got all those glasses going on. He can't miss.
Actually, I got another pair in there.
Oh.
Just in case. No, I never put reading glasses on, but I can actually see down there with these on. With reading glasses. Are you thinking about doing any more designs as such? Don't you like just knock one up for yourself?
No, I've got the Blue Bastard still in the works. I'm gonna be working on getting a template done for that one.
Yeah.
I got proper templates from Andrew. I got him to whip me up a couple of templates, so they're actually even. All my future slingshots that I'm going to be making from now on, they're going to be really bang on. Like there's a couple of them that I did for some reason once I got it all cleaned out. It was a little bit uneven, and I'm trying to sand things down and get everything all locked in. It was taking forever. And with this new template now, I should be able to zip it through my router, and it should be perfect. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to see if I can talk him into getting a Blue Bastard one set up for me.
Yeah, you're not shot at for a while.
No, the last time I did it, actually, I went to pull back and the band cut off the top fork and hit me in the face. So I put it down for a little while to figure out why it happened. And I'm going to work on a new proper template for that one as well. And I'll get that one done. I'll set up a new one. That one, the one I made there was just a prototype. It was really just to see if I can get something out. And those ones are going to be very slim line, very, very slim. I want them to be in between under a half inch for sure. So maybe 3/8, something like that.
Foggy.
Yo, what's up, Weston? And congratulations, dude. Million mark. I need a blue bastard. Yeah. and, and you know what? They're gonna
a bit dodgy.
when they're all made, no matter what color they're gonna be, they're still gonna be called the blue bastard. That's what I'm sticking to. Yeah.
They'll be wondering why.
Yeah. I'll sell you a purple green one, and you know what? Too bad. It's the blue bastard.
Yeah. People going to send me the wrong one.
Yeah.
I got a purple one. I thought I was getting a blue one.
I think Wesley was asking you, Shades, what part of the what part of the UK you were from?
Wesley, if you're from the UK, you must be able to tell by the accent. Very slow and Norfolk. I can't read, I can't write, but I can drive a tractor. That's the same for the Norfolk people.
Yeah.
They can't read, they can't write, but they can drive the tractor.
Drive the tractor. Mark, have I watched Cool Hand Luke's video of the ECST? No, not yet, Larry. I haven't yet. Nice to meet you from Indonesia. How are you? I've been wanting one for a year, Mark. I'll take a purple and green.
Where is that fine fork?
He's in Indonesia.
He is, because I watched some of their videos, and when they make stuff, it's
crazy.
It's pretty unbelievable. You see some of them blokes, and they just got. I see one on there. I don't know whether that was Turtle, Turtle from over that way.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he just had a like a blade off a plane. The old planes.
Yeah.
A wood plane that was fixed for a worktop. He's just doing everything off that blade.
It's crazy, eh? I mean, imagine this. This frame came from Andrew back when he was just starting out. Okay, so man, I've had this thing for like 4 years now, and look at the work on it. It's still holding up. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
it did amazing
that
work.
is amazing. That is amazing how they do it. Well, they obviously got decent eyeballs. Have you ever seen anyone over there with a pair of glasses?
No.
You don't, do you?
No.
I was watching something the other day. You just don't see in like Thailand, all them people, they get on, they just don't need glasses. Cool Hands Vids. What's Cool Hands Vids about?
Yeah, I gotta check Luke's thing. Actually, I gotta hit Luke up actually pretty soon. I'm gonna send him some stuff.
Young Paul. Well, everyone's young in there today, I think. Maybe.
Hey, what's up, Paul? I'll take a few shots. We'll do another little run through of that targets. What targets you got in there? You shooting cans today, Shane?
I got a couple of cans up. I got a disc.
one of those from Paul. You got one of those from Paul?
I got a few of them. I mean, the little one. I've been shooting the smaller ones, and then I put a bigger one up, and they're massive. You've been shooting a smaller one for a few months.
Oh yeah.
I've actually got one in there that I can shoot at night. I used a pet ball, what glows in the dark.
Oh, nice.
I found it when I was out. That's lovely silicone, and I cut that out and I've stuck it on the disc. So it glows at night. Glows up a bit.
Oh, so you can just open up that door and just shoot right out into the yard and you see your target?
Yeah, I can see. I can go back there a bit as well. Because the wind, the rain, nothing matters unless it's coming in.
Yeah.
That don't hit me unless it's out there.
I think this summer I'm gonna, those big Christmas lights you'd put on your Christmas tree.
Oh,
I
right.
think I'm gonna hang a set of those under my gazebo on the deck, so at nighttime I can go out and get some shots done.
Yeah, I
And
picked up a mechanic's light the other day off the road.
oh, nice.
The mechanic left it on. The ones with the magnet on. The
Yeah, yeah.
mechanic must left it on somebody's car, and when they went,
It fell
so
off.
if I see something lying in the road, a country road or something, I'll pick it up and move it to the side. And I thought that was a glass bottle, so I went to pick it up, and move it to the side, and that was one of them lights. And I've got a
Oh,
charger.
nice.
I can hang that up out there if I need be. If need to, thing on the disc. I'll tell you who I have got today. Does anybody know who Daley Thompson is?
Nope.
He was sort of about in the 80s. He's a triathlete.
Okay.
And my mate, he went abroad and he bought a corkscrew back. And he looked like Daley Thompson. You can gather what the corkscrew bit is. He's standing. I'll show you.
Benji put up a cool video from Harrogate tournament. Real nice outdoor course. Yeah, I gotta check that one out too. I watched his award ceremony this morning. Benji's a freaking man. Love that dude. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he's been sitting out there. He's been sitting out there for ages and ages. I thought, well, I've got to shoot him one day. I got to shoot him in. It's sort of like an old 70s bloke, isn't he?
He
Right?
does. He's even got the porn stash.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
his corkscrew.
Yeah. Oh, that's too much.
That's so corny, though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
who would go and buy one of them when they went abroad to Greece or somewhere? Oh, that's straight out of the 80s or 70s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be getting shot.
Yeah, that'll be getting shot. Benji did great. Yeah, I think he came in third in the woods course, Dees? Morning, Leon. Got to make breakfast after later on. Take it easy, Grasshopper. Yeah, 50 targets at Harrogate. Oh, sweet. Later, Grasshopper.
There you go.
For some reason, I can't see it. West in the chat. How's Mark? Mark's doing okay, Leon. We're doing all right. Figured we'd get out here with a good bud today and do some shooting, do some chatting with my boy Mr. Shades. That's Shades. That's all of him too. All of him and all 6 of his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Leave it out. Come here.
Hey, Shades, look at this. Oh, they're there. Okay, I got 2 rabbits right by the tree. Ballsy little critters.
Got across the grass look behind you.
Yeah.
You let the dog out. Oh boy, yeah. You can see him there. He's down there. There we go. He's now gone out.
Look at this.
Wait, on, buddy.
They must be flirting with each other. He'd stomp on his head and try to get behind him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just banged. I just watched bunny porn. That was weird. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. Scram. Yeah, they just
come right up to you.
Yeah, right here. They're busy fucking. That's what's going on. They're running around. He kicks him in the head, takes him from behind, gives him the good old back shot. They run around the yard again. And they just ran right up here. They're all flustered, you know.
Wow.
Fucking rabbits.
Coming right close.
Them rabbits be in the pot. Yeah, I know. I just can't take them out live, Squatch. Can't take them out live.
There's some lovely big rabbits about. All the babies are around now. There's a lot of babies and a lot of feral cats hunting them when I go out.
Hey, Huggy, you're out of here, bro. Take it easy, man. Oh, look, another one. They're everywhere. This one's thumping.
I
That's
like it when you
crazy.
see the hairs about it. I do.
No joke, Shades. Those two rabbits, I'm standing right here. I'm touching my tripod. Those two rabbits ran right up on me and ran right under my tripod, right in front of me. Like, fucking crazy.
I mean, I can usually get closer to a deer around here than I can a rabbit.
Oh yeah, me too. Man.
Oop. Hang on.
Van Luke, Big Hand Paul. Hey, get out of here, you skinny little freak. Beat it. People here.
You could have just kicked it from behind and got yourself a pair of furry moccasins.
Fucking rabbit, man. I can't believe it. Look at this. Look how close he is. I have to turn my camera down for you to see him.
That's weird.
That's weird, man.
That is weird. I mean, a wild creature coming up to you like that.
Yeah, that's strange.
I don't know whether you obviously get pigeons around your way, but the pigeons about air and the squirrels, a pigeon, I can walk down a pigeon, I can see it in a tree. But as soon as I got something in my hand,
Forget it, eh?
Way before. They're bloody sharp.
You know, out here in the well, like where I live, you don't really see pigeons all that often. Very, very rare. In the cities, they're full of pigeons.
Yeah, they got a lot of air because fucking old street peckers. All their feet are twisted up and deformed, and on the markets you get like the covered markets, little stalls, old traditional markets, and they're walking about in between them, and no one pay attention to them. Dirty old disease things.
That's kind of sad.
I'll tell you, these bloody bracelets are handy. What Paul done?
Yeah, they're nice, eh?
Bracelet handy. They're risky. Yeah, on me, I go everywhere with mine now, and you're getting the habit of just reaching for it all the time.
Yeah, that's why I like the magnet that I use.
Yeah, if you keep them in the same place, you just go automatic, don't you?
Yeah, you don't even have to pay attention, really.
That's how I've gone with this on my wrist now. I've just gone automatic.
Yeah.
You know, you just naturally reach for it. Like in my early, some of the videos when I've been out at night, because I have a bag on, you just keep reaching for the bag, even though I ain't got them in the bag no more.
Yeah. That's true, eh? It becomes kind of robotic and like, hey, there's none left. What's going on?
Yeah.
Time to go reload. I ended up going away from a bag because I had one of those condor pouches that you could attach to your belt. And it was nice. You could put like a frame in there, some ammo down at the bottom, and everything was just around for your hand, you know? Anyway, one time I ended up dropping my slingshot and I bent down to pick it up and I dumped like 100 shots of ammo right on my grass and I had to pick them all out after. It was like, okay, enough of the bag. We got to find something better. Hey, Mrs. Hicks, how you doing? Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I usually have a load in a bag and just sort of load my wrist up at a time. Plus the bag in the winter, because I sort of fur-lined our army water bag. When I'm
nice.
I keep my hand in it. I keep my
Wait.
as well.
You have a fur-lined ball bag?
yeah. No, not
I'm
not
sorry.
since last night.
I couldn't let that one go, Shades. Oh, just got that one.
Did you see bootlegs You see bootlegs catch box?
No, not yet.
Yeah, how he's done it, because I mean the geezer think the same I do. Anything can be adapted and become a target. You know the hinges you get off cupboard doors, what insert and they sort of click open like that? Well, he's got them as little monsters with the round bit and the two bits where the screws go in. He's painted them up so when he hits them, they fall down. They click down. Then you have to stand them up again. Yeah, they look like little martyrs. Well thought out catch box. I see another one the other day, and I look, whoa, look at that! That didn't last long. Not at all. Where are you? Oh,
Hey, is
here
the
we
whole
go.
family in the whole Hicks family in here today this morning, or I just see Mrs. Hicks? I don't know.
Don't know what
How
one
old
this is.
people? Hello, old people. Who is y'all day? We're doing all right, Stevie. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm the
Slingburger.
oldest.
What did I miss from Slingburger here? Hold on a second. Let's get back here a little bit.
Whoa, baby. Mr. Dave Slingberger.
What frame is Shades using? Ah, okay.
This one is that's a Kodiak, I think, isn't it?
Oh, that's nice. One of
That one?
Jordan's?
Yeah, I got 5 of them one time. I got the Kodiak. One of them's a Chupacabra, one's a Kodiak. I don't know which is which now. I got a Wendigo, a Rougarou, and a Cub. And stupid price, mate. 50 quid I got them to this house.
Ooh.
50 quid for 5 slingshots.
That's crazy. Yeah,
and then
that's a win.
I love them tips. I just love how they do that. Well, the same on yours. How that sloop and that cut in nice.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. They're only HDPE, but they shoot as well as any other.
Yeah, people got that mixed up. You know, if you make an HDPE frame and a G10 frame or a frame made out of solid gold, it's going to shoot the exact same thing and the exact same design. There's no difference in there. You know, I mean, yeah, you can get into the sport real cheap. That's for sure. Oh, Dave, Shades was shooting the Avro just before, but his band let go. He just changed his frame.
And if anyone want to see these ones, this one from Rolling Outdoors, that is a beautiful little skinny thing. That is, and that's like when you made yours. I do like that chalice shape. How that curve up like that. Yeah,
what's up, Al?
Put a bead on it for me as well.
When I get some cheddar. When I get some cheddar together, I'm gonna have to hit Roland up for one of his frames and have one of those in my collection.
Yeah,
he does great work, and he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's I don't know whether he make them all the while or sell them all the while. I see a video the other day, and he was saying he's gone off it a bit, if you know what I mean. Well, I suppose a lot of people do. Same with me when I make some. Sometimes I'll get right into making nails, and then I'll drop off. I'll just be shooting them all the while. Then I'll see it stick out and get back into it again.
That's part of the trouble of it. When you get into start making frames, you end up spending a lot more time making frames than you do shooting, and shooting's what got you to love the sport in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show this because I think Slingberger's on here.
Yep.
This is a little piccolo, but if you look at it, right, and because you know what it was, it's Teflon, obviously, and I'll fork hit it. It's
really
Slingberg must know what it was. It was a burger
spatula?
flipper. Yeah.
And it holds up. That's crazy.
Teflon spatula. Yeah, I took the handle off, filled the handle up, a steel anyway, filled that up, then replugged it, put some resin, super glue in it with. When I do an edge on anything, around the edge, like what you'll see anyway when you get yours. The edging is ash and super glue mix, and also I'll sometimes use the carbon out of a pencil, shave that right down, mix it with super glue. As a carbon, you can get little flecks in that, and that come up really hard. I did show you one time when I was shooting down the river that day, and the one you said, "Are you going to put clips on it?" I actually built the back of it up where you thought I was going to clip it. I built that up with carbon out of a pencil, ash, and super glue, and that is like concrete. The back of it, you know. I mean, I said because I built it up because people might think, "Oh, that'll snap," but it didn't snap before, and it didn't snap now. And I've been shooting 3 or 4 years. I shoot, but that one I had a fork kit I have, and you cannot with a 9.5 and 0.6 bearings.
Can't even tell it.
No,
yeah. Not a mark.
Not a ding on it, because I mean I wouldn't. But I actually made that thinking of Sling Burger, because there's a burger and a pickle, and it's a flipper.
And it's a flipper. Ah, that's so cool.
Yeah, by that little shape, by the curve on it, there's a little flip if you want to flip it. With tubes, I don't need to flip it, but with flat bands, I do, which is weird.
What's up, Scale and Bones? I thought it was a back scratcher.
There's people making them out of spanners and everything. I got another one here I found yesterday. I tell you, my kids, I walk out the door, they go, "What's he bringing?"
Red Leg, what's up?
What's he bringing them?
Oh.
As in McLean and fluid.
Oh, cool. That'll.
Yeah, I'm going to make that into a tiny little shooter. It's a spanner. I was out yesterday walking somewhere, and someone had left a little spanner, and I thought of a mill brew. Make that into a tiny mill brew.
I had a couple of them from work. We had these really big wide spanners that I was thinking about just cutting a little square out of the bottom and turning it into a pickle. It was like a spanner that you would use for like a 2.5-inch bolt, like a really big one. And I was thinking about just cutting off the forks and then cutting a little notch in it and turning it into a pickle. But
flat, don't they?
Yeah.
Some people I've seen them where they just cut them flat at the top and turn them in, and you'll see the guy shoot a Grolsch bottle, put a bands on top of a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Crazy. What we got?
Lincoln and shagging rabbits on Mark's Live. Yeah, that's pretty much what you missed, man. Shagging rabbits. It's so true. It's the weirdest freaking morning, I'm telling you. We had some weird music. We had a couple fucking rabbits, and not just fucking rabbits. I mean actual fucking rabbits. And yeah, it's been weird. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you noticed how the bands are really, as in speed wise, really advancing but dropping in draw weight?
On some of the newer sets that I've tested, you seem to be getting faster retraction rates with lighter draws. Like Sniper Sling's one of those. Gong Chi was one of those. When Jordan and I did that video where we were coming out with that number, that efficiency rate number, and we were taking the draw weight versus our versus speed, and getting that efficiency number. The three that I had right at the top from what I had tested was Gong Chi, Omega Slings, and Sniper Sling were right up there. All three of them. Sniper Sling yellow, that is, yeah, because the draw weight's still pretty nice on those.
I think these are them Gong Chi ones on there. I think I got them off Phil Gorn. I traded him some with because he shoots 7mm bearings and these are 0.6. No good for
Oh,
7.
no,
And yeah, I sent him a load of 7mm bearings, and he sent me these 0.6. But they kick it really well. But I don't like the stiff draw weight.
they can't be. Are they really gong? Let me see that thing. They look like 100% on that little tag on the bottom there. Oh no, that's BSB, I think,
Other.
or precise, because Gong Chi, it has like a funny sign on it. It doesn't have one of those weird things on there.
Ah, right. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Cyan. That's what they are.
Oh, it's
Cyan.
cyan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I then
precise.
remembered that then come in my head what he sent. He had 0.5 or 0.6, and I let him choose
Yeah,
what he
the
wanted
Gong
sent.
Chi is really light, and it's got a
Yeah.
really long elongation. It's like 7.57, something like that.
I think Roland sent me some one time. He sent
Yeah.
me some green, a weird color green that was.
Yeah,
And
it's almost like a light green, eh? I
yeah,
had big trouble with those. Yeah, it's precise, Mrs. Hicks. I haven't tried the cyan, but I've heard people say it's really good. But if it's got a heavier draw, then
well,
it's not for me.
they were 0.6. 0.6 on them, and that's fairly heavy. I think I even got some on here actually as well. Yeah, they've got some on here as well.
Yeah.
But I cut my bands different all the time, man. All the time. I mean, the thickness on those to the thickness on them. How wide
yeah.
they are. Yeah, they've been. I never uniform they are, but
Do you always
cut them all the same.
do you always match your bands to your fork tips?
No,
No.
no. I'll make sure. I'll try not to go over, obviously, because but I think the widest I got is mine's at 23. I think that's the widest I cut, but with the adjustable ruler, the black
Yeah.
one where you can adjust, I'll cut them at 20 to 12. But now and again, I'll use my template. That depends on how heavy the bands are, really. With a 0.5 sniper sling I got, I used my template, which is 23 to 15. But with anything over that, nowadays, I'll try not to use a template and give it a narrower taper because of the draw weight, because I don't like the heaviness of the draw weight. Ooh, that hurts. These little I found the pit pouches, when they soften up, like them purple ones what you used to shoot.
Yeah.
I've still got that 8mm one. I'll put that on for an 8mm. Once they're stiff as hell, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
you got to break them in.
Once they soften up,
Magic.
yeah,
Magic.
I did actually put 2 in my trainer.
Yeah.
under the sill, just to walk about, and then forgot about them, and then they later on got them out, and they were a bit softer. Not too much softer, but
I actually tried soaking them in water and then putting them onto a band set and going out and do a long shoot with them to really try to soften them up.
Yeah.
And not the best thing for the bands. It was not the best thing for the bands, but it did soften them up a little quicker. I have one of those pit pouches right now on my planchette from Gene Kirkland. But I get really bad hand slap from it.
Yeah, that usually happens to me as the weather get colder.
Yeah.
Even with bands of shooting, and then later on I could take them out when the weather's colder, and that started ripping my finger apart. Because I'll just keep shooting until my finger's red raw and that.
Man, that little blue one's giving me trouble this morning. I was tearing through them before.
God. What size is it?
It's a 12 millimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be able to see it, mate.
Can you see them? Can you see them on the screen from there? It's
No, I wouldn't be able to see him if I was where you were.
uh, yeah,
I was like anything. Sometimes when I'll shoot, I'll have like a marker, so I'll know where the target is.
yeah.
Something a bit bigger, so then I'll know and I'll be able to see it there. Things that are reflective and that are okay, very nice. But spinners are weird to me. They're weird. I can shoot through the hole on a disc and then put a spinner up. I can't hit it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it's
And
full.
you know what's funny? Sometimes when I'm shooting these little tiny guys, I kind of train my eye to zoom in on that little shot, and then when I go to a bigger flipper, sometimes I'll miss it 2 or 3 shots. I can't
Yeah,
even hit it. I don't know
yeah.
why. Hawk makes a good point here. He's like, you can't compare two latex with different elongations as draw weight. 100%. That's why when we were talking with Jordan on that live, getting that efficiency rate to try to figure out what's the best speed that you can set up with your elastic, and you can do that calculation with all different tapers to kind of try to find out what is the best speed to draw weight ratio that you can get out of your band set. And if you have a crony, it's easy work and quick work.
I don't
But
well, I ain't got a chronograph, but the short draw maximum, that's just too much on whatever band's really for me.
Mm.
Maxing a band out. But I do like it, as Paul says, the churn. I like the churn gum effect rather than the,
Yeah.
where if I can't feel it, that'd be even better.
Oh yeah.
That was the difference. That's why them Omega are just so bloody nice.
Oh, I love
So
it.
nice. And the wear on them.
What's up, Thomas? Take it easy, Rex. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Rex is out of here.
Altriano's just discovered sniper sling yellow. Really, Al? You've been about years, have you? Can't go wrong with sniper sling yellow.
Nope. It's a very good all-around band. The only thing is
that's just an all-round.
Yeah, up here in Canada though, when it starts getting really, really cold, I find Sniper Sling Yellow really slows down. But
yeah,
I mean, when he tested his bands, when Min was testing the bands, it doesn't get as cold there as it does here. So, to be fair, when I tested the bands, I was out here shooting in minus 17-degree weather, and it was what it was, right? I mean, anything. Yeah. So I think when they were talking about cold weather, they were talking around that 3 to 5 degrees, maybe -2, -3, and they still work quite good in that weather. But when you drop, hey, what's up, Andrew? When you drop down to the teens, I mean, all bands slow down, you know. And from the test that I've done, I know a lot of companies market an anti-cold band. I'll never ever buy those again. I find
I
they're
can
heavier.
understand the anti-cold bit.
No, they're heavier. They're heavier draw. They don't shoot that well. They don't last longer. I would rather just instead of shooting a .5 anti-cold band, I'll just go up to .6 and shoot that, and it lasts long,
Yeah,
shoots fast, works great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I had some cracking rabbit shots with .6 sniper sling yellow
Yeah.
in probably about 1 degree, just above freezing weather. Only about 15 meters and that. But as I say, once you get that sweet spot in a band, I mean, you can have it in a little bit and there's no power. But once you get that sweet spot,
Oh
and
yeah.
also not holding them too long in the cold.
Oh, that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Definitely.
Actually, I got a cool video on that too, where I held my shot for 2 seconds. I think I went up to 15 seconds, if I remember correctly. But I started at 2 seconds. But I shot it through a crony to show the speed difference, and it was big.
Yeah.
It was big in the end. Yeah.
Well, you can feel it, can't you? You can feel the difference, can't you? In just 1 centimeter, you can feel. Well, when you shoot, 1 centimetre, you can feel the difference. And you know you're flighting the ball. You know how
Yeah.
your ball's going to go, and you can, well, I didn't go very hard. I find the same with your release. You can have a really clean release, and that ball will smash it. But you can have a release where the ball's taking the same path and still hitting it, but it's not got that. There's something
Yeah.
missing there. You know, there's
Yeah.
something missing, but it'll still hit the target. Still at the target. But when you get that perfect, lovely, clean release, and there's hardly no sound,
Yeah.
everything's just gone straight through.
Just lets them rip.
I made this one. This is inspired by Al Triano.
Ooh.
That's I filled all the holes in it. I ain't finished it. I just shoot it. But because I'll always go on about Yorkshire tea. That's been stained in Yorkshire tea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I stained it in Yorkshire tea twice, I think. Then put some coating on it. Then stained it, let it soak in Yorkshire tea again. Because of Al, but I ain't finished it. That's actually a white stick, Yorkshire Gold.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
What are you gonna fill all the wormholes with?
I filled them all. I filled them all with super glue over the course of 3. They are full in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, over the course of 3 different times. I've vibrated it and all sorts, and that disappeared, doesn't it? You know, that go down, that soak in there. Yeah, but I'll always dig them about. And I mean, that's fucking solid, man.
Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere.
No, and I ain't even finished it yet. I just like to shoot them, and then end up giving them away. Move on again. Yeah, I've never seen Al. I've never seen a picture of Al.
I saw him for the first time. Somebody posted a picture of him from ECST.
Is he? Are you an Irish guy, Al? Oh, shit.
Go. There we go.
Fish steak, man.
That little 2.5 over there.
12.5.
Oh, I'm missing it. I'm missing it by millimeters. It's pissing me off.
I got a 1 mil over there.
There we go.
I got a 1 mil spinner down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat it every time, mate. No, I have got I've got a dart stem, a steel dart stem, because they've got a hole through the top on it.
Oh, nice.
A dart stem, you know. Steel one's got a hole through, so you can tighten it onto the dart. Well, I got one of them down there on a bit of string. You know, they're lovely little stick flippers they are.
Yeah.
And that spin nicely. And
I bet.
I came across, I think that's padding for a horseshoe. A little sliver like, and I thought, well, if I go on under a horse's foot, it's got to be fairly tough. So I chopped that down as well and made them different lengths, but they're only about 2 mil wide, I think. Oh, fuck.
But it's fun shooting those things. I used to hang a nail from I used to hang a nail right from a string, and I'd hit it and it would just spin around. It had that nice flat head on it. And it's a tiny target, because I was trying to line up my left and right, trying to solve that issue. Yeah, just to get this set up, and then I just had to worry about height after. And it got pretty good, but then my height shooting went to shit. so I realized that shooting a long skinny target or shooting a short fat target isn't really good. You need to find something that's perfectly round to really dial in your shot.
I said that with friends when I've been out for walks and that. And I've gone, see that tree right over there across the other side of the field, you know? And you can now hit the tree. You go, well, that's easier to hit that way because I know it's straight. that bit you got to hear. That's easier to hear when it's straight.
I was trying to set up just recently doing a card cut instead of it being like this, like set up like this, but to actually flip it this way and still get the cut. Very hard. It was very, very hard. It took me forever to get a hit on it, but I could never get a full cut. I may revisit that one. That'll be fun.
I think I've done a card cut once. I think that's freaking whatever's going on.
I'll try to check back in. My wife's not feeling good. Oh no. Don't worry about it, Squatch. If you need to go, we could chat a little bit later. Watching Luke's video brought me back to all the good memories. ECST takes me back. I got to check that out.
Mrs. Hicks.
I've been hearing
Mrs. Hicks shoots. Do you shoot,
Yeah,
Mrs. Hicks?
She does. She does.
Yeah, I've seen her husband and the boys. I've seen them shoot.
60 Shepherd's Chapel. YouTube explains the whole Bible. God bless.
How the hell you hit that 12mm flipper down the end there, man?
Joshua. Praise Leon. Luke did an amazing job on the woods video. Amazing job on the video. Yeah, I definitely got to check that out, man. Everyone's talking about Luke's video. I got to go check that out. Yeah.
Who was the guy who done the Mentos one? Stacked the Mentos on top of a Coke bottle.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't. Oh, wasn't that? Wasn't that? I can't remember his name. But isn't he like a German guy or something like that? He does a lot of trick shots on Facebook. Is it that guy? Or maybe he's Spanish or something?
That's one of the American blues. I don't know whether that was Bam Bam, was it? Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It was Weston. It was Hawk Slings, Weston.
Oh, that was Hawk.
That was him. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I see the video.
Hey, what's up, Josh? I'm almost home, ready to get to bed. Every time I see him, he's going somewhere. he's like a traveler. He's always moving around. I'm going to Harrogate next year. Going to meet all my British brothers. Wow, that's amazing, Al.
He's going to Harrogate.
Yeah.
Did he say? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
ever shoot? You ever shoot some tournaments, Shades?
No, I don't know. No, I haven't. No, I don't like to leave my dog. But he's 12 now, and I ain't been to him. I ain't been to him for about 12 years, mate. He's my best mate. If I do go anywhere, I go with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So once he go wherever he's got to go because he's old, then I might probably. But that's why I do a lot of walking about and whatever. But he's old now, so he don't come out for 5 or 6 hours like he used to. When he,
yeah.
We used to go out and then we'd be walking from 8 at night till 1 in the morning, you know. So
wow.
Around the countryside and that. Once all gone to bed.
Yeah.
That's lovely. I love it when everyone's not about. That is bloody beautiful.
It's almost like it's your own place, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Once the car's knocked off and that, you know, like in this country, everyone go home about 11, I think, you know, sort of shut down. So as you out this with my wife in the city a little bit, it's nice, but the city's now caught up with me.
Yeah.
I walked down the road the other day because I very rarely go that way. That was fields and like there's been gold hoards found on the field next door to my house virtually. And I turned right instead of left when I went out. There's got to be shops, houses, schools. Oh, that was a field. Go that way. There's like 200 houses.
Yeah, that's tough,
up the road, you know, just like that. It's me turning right instead of left. Amazing. Yeah, I don't like to be in the city. I like to be away from it.
Yeah, I'd prefer that too. If I had an opportunity now to split and get a house out in the country somewhere where there's your next neighbor is like a kilometer away type thing. I would be super happy.
Yeah,
My own
Knuckles got a nice place, I think. I think Knuckles
yeah.
said it's about 12 mile.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you
Yeah, that
imagine?
isn't it? No street lights. Yeah, I walk up a road now. To the dog out at night. And that's like everybody's just shining lights on you. Every door you walk past that light up.
Yeah.
That sensor light of some sort come on.
And it's kind of nice actually being away from the city. Like whenever I go to like a wild camping trip far up north where there's no light pollution, you're blown away by the night sky. You look up there and it's like you're seeing space, not just a couple of stars. It's weird.
That's massive, isn't it?
Oh man,
That's
when
just
you're in
like, that's incomprehensible, isn't it? You like that's just like
yeah, and people who spend all their time in the city, like some of them don't even realize what the natural skyline would look like at nighttime. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
I said that to one guy once. I was walking along, and they had some nice old buildings there, and everybody, especially nowadays, they're all looking like this. But nobody ever looks up. And I'm walking along, looking up, and I'm looking at the chimney stacks from like 1800 just the decorated ones and that. As I was looking
Yeah.
at it, as I'm wearing that, I go, look up. Look at the roofs. Totally different to the shit on the floor. Who we got here?
Oh,
Omega is still trading, isn't he?
what's that?
Omega is still trading, isn't there?
Yeah, as far as I know.
I just like the bands.
Yeah, the bands are great.
Fucking unbelievable. Not sugar. Really like the bands. Like not tried the green, but you say the green is lighter.
Yeah, I prefer the green.
Like
I prefer the green, and if I'm not shooting the green, I'm shooting the white. The white
yeah.
0.5 or 0.5 green. That's what I do. Yeah.
Ah.
When the
Always
when the
thought.
weather when the weather is nice and warm outside, I'm shooting the green. When it starts to get a little bit colder, when I get around that like let's say 10 degrees and below, I switch to the white.
I thought because I got the impression that was the other way around. The green were a heavier band.
Yeah, they are heavier, but I dropped down a size to the 0.5, so it makes it a little bit lighter. They're very
Yeah.
very close in draw weight. Yeah. Oh.
I just go out, plug a drone battery in.
Yeah.
That's just I've got a battery pack in here.
There we go. See what's going on in the chat here. Morning, when's the breakfast on? What bands are you shooting? West Tex, Cyan. You like those Cyan, eh, Weston? 2214, 0.45 and 5. Sweet Natty at ECST. Where were you shooting at ECST, Al? Keep forgetting which band has more stretch, Omega Green or Omega White. They're about the same. Red Lake. I've seen a lot of lives today where people just sleep. Really? That's kind of weird. We're just putting people to sleep. That's what we're doing. Junebug, what's up? Just bouncing around, spreading the love and the likes. That's awesome. Appreciate you. Hope everyone has a beautiful Sunday. Me too.
Great.
I'm Sniper Sling 0.4. 0.4 black. Interesting. I've never tried that. I never tried the really, really light ones. I tried 0.5 of the old batch, but apparently they've changed the recipe. Oh, look at this guy.
How does that actually work then? As in, aren't they still stiff, or is do they react the same? A 0.4 react the same as in stiffness, or how they feel, if you know what I mean? Or will it,
Well,
if you bought a 0.5 black and a 0.4 black, is there that much difference in how they react?
here's where I'm thinking. If the company is making elastic, let's say we're making these, and we use this recipe for these bands. Now, whatever this band is at 0.45, regardless of how thick the band is, the recipe should be the same all the way up. That's what I'm
Yeah.
assuming. That's what I'm assuming. But I'm not sure everybody does it that way. I think some people may just like to have a certain color bands, but the recipe changes. Because I've had some bands that go from where the elongation is changed as it goes up. And I just recently had an argument with some guy on one of my videos saying that, oh, but depending on how wide you cut it, it's going to make a difference in the elongation. And I don't know. I learned my elongation tip from GZK. GZK is an OG of the slingshot world. He's been around forever. And
First bands I ever bought.
yeah, and me
Well,
too, actually. And when I
yeah,
started testing them, whether I cut a small a half centimeter piece, or if I cut a centimeter piece, if I stretched it, it was the same. The only difference is that little that line that I put in it started to curve if it was too long. Never had an issue with that. So I basically tried to explain to him, like, look, whenever I do my elongation test, regardless of the size that I use, if I stretch it to that point and I do the math properly, I should be able to predict exactly where that thing is going to stop when I draw. And anyway, we went through the argument back and forth over all this stuff. And I'm just like, look, dude, you know, whatever you think is right, you do you. I'm going to continue to do me because my math works. So,
that's it.
you know, so I take a half millimeter piece, a half centimeter piece, and I test it out, and it's good. And when I take my bands and I draw it out and it lands and stops at my anchor point, it's good. So I don't know what to tell you. And it doesn't go any farther if I do the math correctly. So that's that. Big boy, is that a slingshot? Yes, it is.
They
I'll give
say
you a quick
the
have a
color
look
of
at
the
it.
band in the actual draw, isn't it? If you know what I mean. The color make a hell of a lot. Like black looks stiff, and they are fucking stiff.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But what I know I'd heard Chris Graffin was talking about GZK at one point, and he was saying that the recipes for the elastic is all the same, except for the color. And the color made a difference in the elasticity. I don't know if there's truth to that, but there might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I will say this: when it came to GZK, the
Yeah, that is
green was
cool.
the fastest out of the lineup. The green was the fastest out of the lineup, but I preferred the orange. The orange was almost as fast. It lasted longer, had less. It was more predictable in its braking, and it shot really, really. It
I've
shot
never
really, really
tried.
good.
Only ever shot GZK green because first is to get some off that John Webb,
Yep.
the Ferroband, and then he was going to be getting some stuff, some GZK green, and we were waiting for that to come over, and then he got that, and I think that was 0.7 green. I was shooting that, and then I don't know what I went. That's the only GZK I actually shot, and then I think I went to sniper sling out of that because they were easier to get. But yeah, GZK are actually, well, from what I know, one of the first bands to get over here because only Ferroband was available.
Yeah.
It used to shoot like two layers of 25 to 15 or something, 30 mil wide. Yes, like
Yeah. Yeah. They were crazy. You had to have a back of a gorilla to be able to draw those things.
yeah.
Yeah.
So end up like York Sprout,
Yeah. Yeah.
all up top, everything up the top there.
Omega white and green, same recipe, just different colors. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I did actually get slightly faster speeds out of the green than I did the white. But the white was a little bit it was a little bit nicer. What knot do I use for attaching the bands? I use a constrictor knot. I know a lot of people like their crystal string or their amber belt or all that stuff, but I tried all those things, and by far the best I've ever used is the constrictor knot. I even shot cuffs for a little while.
Yeah, they're weird, aren't
Yeah,
they? Them
and
cuffs
and
are.
it takes far too many tools to be able to do those things. They're a bit of a pain in the ass, but I mean they shot nice. But I did get some slippage out of them, and when I was shooting heavier bands, it was a bit of an issue. But the constrictor knot that I use works fantastic. Makes a nice little clean package. You can cut them really, really short so you don't get too much fluffy shit. They don't weigh much, so it doesn't add much weight to the end of your pouch to slow down your ammo speed. And I think probably the best part about it is it's dirt cheap. I could buy a roll of 1 millimeter cotton butcher's twine, which is what I use, for $1, and I use that whole roll for the whole year, and I shoot a lot. It's just a lot with a lot of different frames.
And once you get them on that pencil or that tube, once you've clocked them all up, you've made a load on.
But you know what I do? I don't even load them on the pencil. I got that idea from Asa. That's how I started doing that in the beginning.
Yeah, because that's how he
Yeah.
does it. He load them all up, doesn't he?
But I just started. Leon gave me an awesome tip. He takes his line and he wraps it around his hand. And I mean, Leon's got a monster hand, so by the time he wraps that around, one loop is like a belt for me, I guess. I don't know, but he's got this massive mitt. But he gave me this idea to wrap it around my hand and just cut it, cut it one time, and one strip gives you a perfect amount to be able to tie one on. So I just leave them. I just leave them in my little. I got this little cup thing that I use where I put my pen and my ruler and my stuff. Oh, just a little desk thing, and I just toss them all in there. So when I'm tying, I just grab it. I put it into my band tying jig. One loop over the end through the X. Give it a shot. Snip, snip. Pull the thing off, and it's super easy. So I don't even pre-make them anymore.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
a knot guy, aren't you? You're
Yeah,
a
I
knot
am. I'm a
person.
total knot nerd. Yeah, I'm a
You're a
total knot
knot
nerd.
person. You
Yeah,
should see me try to tie one of them.
yeah,
And I always make the mistake of, and I'll sit there and I'll still have it too short, even when I'm doing the crystal string on a band, or tying pouches. I think just make it an inch longer, Aidy, for cliff's sake,
yeah,
and then you ain't gonna fiddle about at the end trying to tie it because I got more. But I done the same with the string and that. And who was
yeah.
it? Somebody said it's a piece of string. Who was it? Who was it who said that one time? Someone said, I think that might have been Asa or that Chris Caddyshack Luke or someone. Someone said, oh, there's a lot of wastage. He said, it's a piece of string.
Yeah, exactly. Where do I
You
get my
know?
butcher's twine? I can either buy it at the dollar store, at a local grocery store, or I buy it off of Amazon. Usually because I'm a fat lazy fuck, I order it and have it delivered to my house. That's it. Amazon. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I do. Well, with certain things, or I'll see something new and I don't do nothing on the phone. Lisa always orders it, and I either pick it up at a locker up the road, at a garage up the road, or Amazon deliver. It's a lot easier, isn't it? And
yeah,
we got it like in the US. You see a lot of them thieves off doorsteps, don't you? Well, I see them on YouTube, but out here, I mean, anyone nicks up and you just walk round the corner because you know where it's gone. I'm in
yeah,
a village. I'm in a village, you know.
yeah. I've never had an issue with that here, and I get shit delivered to my house all the time, and I've never had anything go missing off my
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
we ain't about there. Not about
but
there. I mean,
But I
people
promise
do
you this,
shit.
Shades. If I ever catch somebody trying to steal shit off of my doorstep, the beating they're gonna take,
Yeah,
it's
well,
gonna
no,
be crazy. It's gonna be vicious and brutal. He's gonna sit
yeah,
there. He's gonna get dragged into my house, and bad shit's gonna
yeah,
happen. And that'll set him
yeah,
free.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's,
told you before.
that's pretty much what's gonna happen.
Somebody kept someone for 2 days, man.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He turned up in his house at night, stood beside his bed. You know, the geezer was a bit shocked. And he kept him for 2 days.
I've always used crystal string. Got to find out what works for best for you. I agree, Dees. I know. I know. You're not a fat lazy fuck. I know. Hey, Mo, I didn't see you sneak in here, bro. How come you're back to Mr. Daimler again? What happened? Just use a longer length, yeah. Yeah, I did a video on that sniper sling green, and I was having a hard time getting it to last. And I had found that with the crystal string, when I tied it right away, it was pretty good and it was holding on for me. But then as I was shooting with it, I started to notice that little line was starting to slip. So I started tying it tighter, and I was still having problems with it. For me, I switched over to the constrictor knot, never had a problem again. But I know some people do. I guess it's just about getting that feel on how to really tighten it up properly, and how to get that find the sweet spot, I guess, is what I'm looking for. And it works for me. Some people have uh, great luck with the amber belt. I don't, but it all comes down to who does what, I guess.
Yeah, I used to use the amber belt all the time, and then I think Mikey or someone he was had some crystal string. I thought, well, I'll give that a try because you get, I don't know, about
Sketchy. What's
100
up?
meters. You get loads of the stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
And I use that ever since, but not on tubes. It's absolutely not very good for tubes.
Yeah.
You definitely want amber belt or something like that on a tube. I found they do click off fairly quick. But yeah, I got the crystal string and I got amber belt in there, but I never gone back to it really. Not
Tightness of the
sure.
knot is the trick. 100% it is, hillbilly. 100%. All I've noticed is that if your knot is slipping, it is no good. You will have a quick break.
Yeah.
And there was a while back where somebody hit me up and they were like, "Man, I don't understand what's going on. I'm getting these breaks, but they were breaking in here on the pouch side, not on the elastic side. Like a band should always break on this side. It should never break back here." And and they were asking me, "Well, what's going on? How come it's breaking and this and that?" I'm like, "Look, dude, if it's breaking behind the knot on the pouch side, then you're
Oh
having
yeah.
a slip. That it should never ever happen."
God, yeah,
And
I never had that behind the knot, not at all,
yeah,
ever.
and I'm not gonna say whether they were pre-made bands. They came from somewhere, and shit got kind of wacky because some guy reached out to me and asked me the question, and then they went back to them and they said, "Well, ATO says it's this," and I got a little message, and people were not happy with me, and I didn't even know where the bands came from at the time. I was just giving my 2 cents, but I've never ever had a band or an elastic break on the pouch side ever.
No,
Never.
no, you're the
That
first
that
I
should
ever
never
heard
happen.
speak of it. It's the
Yeah.
first I ever heard of it, that is.
Yeah. That should never happen.
I never had a pouch go either at the loop. If you know what I mean, where it goes through the. I never had a pouch break on me.
No. I've
Not
had a
at all.
couple of pouches break on me, but that's it. There was me shooting raggedy that should have been thrown away a long time ago. But yeah,
That's terrible.
I noticed people overstretch when tying the constrictor knot. Yeah, me too. I tend to pull mine about 50%, but when I tighten the knot, I give it hell, and it don't move.
Yeah, you can overstretch it, definitely.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
Do you actually when you first started, I used to try and make everything look super precise
Yeah.
and match up now, and I used to measure it, put lines on it, and all sorts. But nowadays, I just put them on the frame, and then just hold it to see whether they're level. I don't go by the millimeter. You
I
can usually tell.
I'm still a little bit anal about that when I'm when I'm doing my bands. I
Oh, the
do
pouch
I
end, I
still
will.
I still do draw a line for a centimeter where I want to have the pouch done, and I do for my wrap and tuck bands only. I do draw a line for where I want to line them up on the fork, but
Yeah,
for my clip frames, my clip band sets, I don't really bother with that too much. I just do the pouch end because I want to make sure everything is even. But besides that, I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah,
I usually draw a line, but if you look at these, you'll see the line is about
yeah.
half a centimetre away from the other line. I can put something on a sheet, man, and go and measure it, and some of them seem removed, but they're level. They're level.
seem to be. Just gonna wiggle over here a little bit. There we go. Let's get that fixed there. There we go. A little high up there. There we go. That 12.
12.
Hit the 12, missed the 40. See that? Typical bullshit. Yeah. There we go. Get that one back.
I always get the case as soon as someone stop and look. I mean, I was doing some lovely shots the other night out. When I was out, doing some lovely shots, and then a taxi driver decided to stop and look, and that's all over. So people who shoot in these tournaments do well. Very well.
Go easy, Josh. It takes time. What did I miss here?
Do you have any frames? What a smaller fork gap and that?
Yep, I got that new one from Sniper Sling. I haven't really much shot it yet. I've got a planchette. I got a planchette that's like a pickle fork. I shoot that one. I got a couple of them that are 85s, which are a little bit on the small side for me.
I think that's what this must be, 85, I think.
Yeah. 85 is a good size. I do have to gap shoot it a little bit, just because I don't like messing with my anchor point.
Yeah, right.
But, there we go. I don't like messing with my anchor point too much, but I had a Yayen from GZK. I ended up selling that one. That one was like a 75, and I didn't quite understand. The whole thing about fork gaps at the time. So, or fork width. Sorry, it would have been. There we go. I would have liked to have kept that or shot it today just to see if I can get it dialed in by shooting it a little bit longer draw. I'm gonna take my last shot with this guy, and then I'll switch it up to another frame. I think we'll pull out the one from Hunter, see how that one goes. There we go. All right, that's it for the koala, guys. I want to put this one down for a bit, but it was fun shooting this guy. We did some decent shooting with it today. Yeah, we'll put that guy down. It's got a nice little bead on it too that matches also. Whoop, here we go.
I think the blokes who make these have got really good eyesight, isn't they?
Oh man, tell me about it.
I usually have to feel how smooth it is with the back of my fingernail. Where's Paul? Paul, as you use these bracelets, they get stronger and stronger. All 9.5 on there. Well,
I can hear John screaming from West Coast. Sling nerd. His left brain. All right, now we're going to pull up the headhunter. I banded this guy up. I got some 0.5 on here this time, on this one. We'll see how it goes. The 0.5, I tend to, I guess, make it a little bit longer. My active is a little bit longer on there. It drops. I still get the decent speed, but I don't get the, the heavier draw weight with it. Should be a little bit different though. We'll see how this goes. Hell of a fly swatter there. Speaking of fly swatters, has anybody made a slingshot band fly swatter? I have one. I use it in my house. I gotta change the band on it now. But
I've got one. I've got one as well. Yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic. If anybody has what I use is I took a burnishing tool for leather work. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's like a little round dowel that has like a round cap, and different sizes. So you'd wet your leather and you'd rub this thing on there to try to make it all smooth and like lock it all into place. But I took this thing and I did like the little groove at the top is perfect for a wrap and tuck, and I got a nice long draw elastic on there, and it's like a pig shooter. So I'm just shooting off of one pig,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I actually use this.
I took all the insides. I took all the insides of a paracord, and I chopped
Put
them
that
all
on
up
the
to be
end.
about 3 or 4 inches, and I
Yeah.
tied them around the end so it doesn't damage my walls or anything.
No.
But wow, does it beat the shit out of flies, man? You
Oh, don't
give it a little stretch and you poke that up and you just let it rip, and
Yeah.
boom, they're toast. It's so much fun.
I think last year I had one attached to this. A bottle
Yeah,
opener, because I
that'll
was
do.
so jarred off with the flies, and then I had different bands, and you can really go for it, can't you? You can really stretch out and bing,
Oh yeah.
them flies, and it's very satisfying when you hit one, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and that's actually your bottle opener is pretty cool because you can pop some pints and you can pop some flies with it too. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, the holy formula.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
what stick to put one on?
this guy here, it's actually made out of it's a G10 jade jade G10. Really nice. It's made by Taking Shots or Hunter James, and man, it's a beauty. It's a real fun shooter. Nice and thin, locks right in your hand, and man, it's good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I got one through there. Just I don't know whether 6 or 8 mil. I think just the same all the way down, and that's similar to the Roland one I got there. I think
Yep.
I got Taking Shots one first of that, and what he done, he put because my eyes are not too brilliant. He put a different white color right on the tip, not poking out, not like how they have it, built in and everything. So I slowly, and that's white, so I can see that tip even better.
Oh wow,
And
nice.
they're just bloody lovely and accurate, beautiful bloody shooters they are. And I got it with so I can put posts in it as well. It's got some posts with it as well. So I was trying that and all, but when I shoot it, I just wrap and tuck it because I trust my wrap and tuck even on skinny frame.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not worried about my wrap and tuck on this either. And with that little Leon tool that I got there, man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
What
yeah, definitely.
best thing ever.
Definitely. Do you know what I used to use before that? I used to use I think I showed you before, either the Nintendo Wii strap,
Yeah.
because they got a thin bit, ain't they? I
Yeah.
either use one of them, I got them on my frame, some of them are frames, or sometimes the little zip pullers. You get a zip puller, and that's got that cord on it as well. I was using them, but because they're all so short, that's like.
Oh,
But with
yeah.
that one you sent me over with the lovely long bit, I can just get that. I'm wrapping it, and I just sling it through my hand. I just put it through there, and I got all that lovely length. No fucking about. Excuse me.
Oh,
I do
let it rip. I welcome this kind of language. That's you're my people, Shades. Let it rip.
Yeah, but I end up the time tool's not the problem. I end up not leaving myself enough elastic.
Yeah.
On the end, as you can see with them, you can see that one's been on a band set, and that ain't even been cut, and I had to try and get that through the hole. Yeah, a little time.
How many wraps do you usually do? I usually do. I put my band on. I usually do 3 wraps. I fold it up. I do 3 wraps. I put my my loop on, and I do 2 laps. Poke it
and then through. Yeah,
through,
I
tighten it up, and I've never had one slip.
No.
But look how tidy that looks.
Even when they ain't got no groove or nothing in them.
Yeah.
I ain't had them pull.
No need.
On a natty and what have you. I'll go round it 3 or 4 times, fold it over, probably do 3, put the tool in, go round 2, and then through.
Yeah. Hawk says he does 2, 2, and 2, and it's probably more than enough. I don't see. I probably overwrap it. It's just that I cut my strips from my old bands and I use those to recycle them, I guess. And I've never had an issue.
Well, I put a bit of extra on because when I go out and shoot at night in the park, in the other park, you know, I've got to make sure that don't fizz undone. Sometimes you can fizz undone, can't you? If you don't pull
Yeah.
it through right, or if you pull it through and nick your elastic slightly,
Yeah, it
then
could snap
fizz
and let
undone,
go.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go in the pocket. With the wrap and tuck tool I got, I waxed it. I waxed that line.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much easier for me. I can have that however long I want, and that just slide all the way through with that little bit of wax on it. That's bloody beautiful. There's no stiffness or nothing, and that keep it from twisting over as well.
Shots. Here's a booyah. What kind of bands am I using? Right now. I'm about to shoot 0.5 Omega Slings electric white. I was shooting 0.45 Olympus green before, but I switched it up. I'll give it a go. I'm thinking.
And these are 0.5 Omegas on here. You shouldn't think they'd be lasting much longer. They've been on there since you sent it.
Oh wow, still going strong, eh?
Yeah, they're going. They're going. I mean, obviously discolored and going, but
Yeah, they
I
start
ain't got
turning a
no.
funny yellowy brown color, eh?
Well,
After
they
a
get
while.
dirty. I mean, I
Yeah.
get dirty hands writing a letter. I do, mate. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Yeah, I could work in a swimming pool and still come out needing a wash.
Yeah. Wait, Al. Are you seriously saying you have 30 taken shot frames? you might have a problem, bro. I'm just saying. You know, I'm gonna have to make a support group for Al,
Yeah, exactly.
and we need an intervention. Yeah, I have original shank slingshots made by his wife. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was going to mention them shanks before because with the Avro and that pinky hole, because I think they got a pinky hole, didn't he? And I can remember when he first come up with them shank ones. I can remember I bought a frame when I was first. I think that might have been Nick Hecate. I ain't sure
Yep.
where it come off, but whether they only just started making them. I bought a frame, got it sent. That's HDPE one. The finish on it, man. I had to send it so to cut my bands in half.
Oh wow.
But yeah, there was no finish on. He sorted it out straight away. That was years and years ago. That was.
I haven't seen Nick around in a while. Is he still making slings?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you got dead shot still. He push him out there for him. He's pretty good. He's bloody good shot.
Because I saw Nick. I follow him on Instagram and I chat with him from time to time. But he always shows these videos of the materials he's using, and he beats them with a hammer and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that grey one he's got in that voice.
Yeah,
Whack.
insane. Yeah, and he's a really good dude. Nick's he's a really good dude. But I
Yeah, I
haven't
think
seen
he
him.
was getting questioned on because they were plastic, wasn't he? I think that's why he made that. You know, somebody going, "Oh, it's plastic," so he made a video. There you go, mate. This is what they're capable of handling.
Oh yeah. Oh, very, very different. Very, very different from the I'm hooking left like crazy. It's very different from the
I was hooking left with that now.
Oh my god. My check engine light just came on. What was the frame I was just shooting? The koala. Whoa. Yeah, shoots very different from the koala. I can't seem to get my brain to work. My coffee's not working.
Your coffee.
Yeah, my coffee's not working. I need a thicker, heavier, more. I need a chewable coffee, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll start off. We'll
I
start
usually have
shooting.
to move my right foot or my back foot towards my back a bit more if I'm shooting to the left. I was talking to them all yesterday about it. Like sometimes if I'm shooting to the left, I'll just jiggle and not think about my shot, and I'll just fall into place.
Yeah. Hold on a second. No, that's a 90. I'm shooting really, really high with this one for some reason. Step one, never talk about Fight Club.
My boy had a good sparring the other week. He was sparring well. He come on me, or jump in the shower before mum see me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good spar.
Yeah.
Like the geezer, he's actually the young boy there where he's training and what have you. He's the national champ, the amateur for under 16s or 16-year-olds in the UK. No one will fight the boy. They mention his name. Hey, you got someone who, because they like to keep the rounds up, don't they? Like to keep them fighting and try to get them to fight. And they go, who is it? And as soon as they say other boss, I'm now the boy's lethal. I mean, his dad, he broke two of his ribs just sparring with him. He's just 15.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he's sharp. Charlie, my boy's sickly. He reckon he's got to be new heavyweight. Like, well, you probably need to get out of that bed and do something then.
Steven the Seagull, does Shades have a channel? Yes, he does. I'm giving away a magpie hunter from. Oh, nice. The magpies are pretty badass. They're pretty cool. This is the only one I have from Hunter, but I should get some more.
Is it Hunter who do the hedgerow as well? Or is that
the hedgerow hunter?
That's over hair. That's over hair, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Hedgerow, the HGH, yeah. I was gonna bring that one out actually today, and I gave it up just for a second. I should probably do it again.
I see D's on one of his videos. I'm sure that was one of Chris's frames. What is
the companion, probably.
Yeah, that sort of, in that line of them. I was quite surprised to see it. Actually, that's good to see. Because they've been about a good while, isn't they?
It's not working for me today. All right, let's switch it up. Can't hit nothing with that one today. I don't know why. All right, we're going to pull out the Avro. See how this one goes. This is the Avro made by Andre from Prime 4 Catapults. First one ever. It's the Avro Ergo.
Lovely.
Let's see how this goes. I got some more 0.45 on here. Let's see how this works out for us. I know the last time I came out to shoot this thing, I made a mistake, and I put I put a wrap and tuck band set on here instead of a short one.
Oh yeah, that was last week. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having Hunter make a sling for our giveaway. Oh, sweet.
You must
Needs more glitter.
Drop off on your distance then.
What's that?
Like you said about your wrap and tuck. Well, yeah, I suppose if you're near enough max, now you're going to notice a hell of a difference if you got slightly longer, isn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrap and tuck longer.
Yeah, my wrap and tuck are a little bit longer. So normally for my short guys here, I cut them at 140 millimeters, and then I use a half millimeter to attach to the fork, and then a full a half centimeter to attach to the fork, and I use a centimeter to tie the pouch. So I'm somewhere around 25 to 30 active band length after.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually just guess.
Yeah.
I like shooting. Well, I can't see little stuff anyway. I mean, I can get a bearing through the mouth of a can.
Shades, your channel name, Shades of Addy Ridge.
Sling skint.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't really go for all the sub things because I feel guilty not being able to reply because my eyes is.
If anybody, here we go. Thank you, Leon.
Like shades, let's say bang on what.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, nice bag, yeah.
There he is. There he is. I tried to pin it to the top, but when I did it, it brought me to Shades channel. Okay. Anyway, there's Shades link down at the bottom there. You can check that out if you want, and give him a little sub. What exactly is this channel, Bill Andy? We do a little bit of shooting, a little bit of chatting, and whatever comes up to mind. And apparently this morning we had rabbits fucking on the show, so that's pretty much it.
And then he ended up as a pair of moccasins.
Exactly.
Or at least a big two warmer.
Ooh, man, this .45 set's got some heat on it. There is that 12, and dial this one right in right away. Beautiful.
That's just near enough instant as well, isn't it?
What was that, Shades?
I say that's near enough instant as well. They must be traveling quite well.
Yeah, they're going pretty quick. This .45 is really good elastic. If you like, if you're shooting short draw or even long draw, really, it's good stuff. There's that 40. I think that 40's got some damage on it. I should probably go check it out. The little red dot in the center is almost gone.
You got them leather ones up? Have you, like a leather type spinner?
Yeah, actually, I'll bring you on down there and show you what I'm shooting at.
Yeah, I've got loads of them things. You seem to get them every time you buy something, don't you? They stick a couple of them in. Someone do.
Yeah, I really like them. Here, I'll bring you on down there and show you what I'm shooting at here. I got a couple of nice small ones in the catch box. I'm kind of liking this setup now. And Rex gave me this amazing idea for. I'll see if I can turn you around a little bit so I can kind of see what's going on here a little bit. Rex gave me this idea for using these little cable ties with a loop in them that electricians seem to use. You can screw those in and tie stuff up. And I got a little hook. I just tied it with a constrictor knot because I'm a knot nerd. But there's my 12 from Wasp. There's my 40.
Yeah.
There's my 25. And I got the same setup on this side. So the cool thing is that you can slide them up, slide them down, get them out of the way of anything that you're shooting at. And then on my second row, which is getting kind of loose, I should probably tighten this thing up again. I don't know why it's sagging like that, but no big deal. You can figure that out. I got another 12, and this is one of those 25s from Omega Slings. Nice little small guy made by Timber 26. Works out pretty good. Shoots great. And I got one of these Jingle Bell things that shoots pretty good. And I got a bunch of ammo and shit down at the bottom with other targets. If I want to flip it up, I can add a... The cool thing is if I want to switch things up, say if I wanted to put this guy on here, it's literally take it, drop it down, put it back up, and you're good to go. Super fast. Super fast for a setup.
Have they got them? Have those boxes got a back in it?
What's that?
Has those catch boxes actually got a back in it? You know,
yeah. So it's got a nice curtain in the back. You could swap it out. It's just stuck up there with some Velcro on the top. They just take them right off, and you can switch it back off with a new one right away, and then you're good to go. I'm just gonna flip you back around here for a second, real quick. I gotta fix that one kind of sagging one there. I don't know why it's sagging like that, but we'll fix that up.
She's getting old.
Basically what I do is I just if it gets a little bit loose, maybe a knot came loose or something like that, but I just tie a couple of extra knots in there and it'll shorten it right back up again. There we go. Now we're good. I'll get you on back down to the line. Mine's just entry level one. Zip ties are a good idea. Yeah, it works really good, man. Steve, it works really, really good.
This is the one you see last time, that one. If you remember when I was down the river.
That's sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, I cut the.
What do you
I
got?
cut the, that. They went out a bit further now, and I chopped them down. But that's. I ain't finished it as normal. I've had it about 3 or 4 years and still ain't done it.
Oh,
There's the one with the carbon and super glue,
oh yeah, yeah.
and that's like and a bit of house. That is like concrete, man. I just put that on there because the forks did go down all the way down to there.
Oh
But
yeah.
I thought, well, if people see it, then someone's going, "Oh, that'll snap." But they didn't snap for a couple of years, and then I just messed about a bit more. But I don't like it now once I cut the ends off because that had really pointy ends going out. That is a
Yeah, yeah. At the bottom, that's cool. That's so cool.
That's a hobgoblin ale kid.
Yeah.
Just a bottle top. Just a bottle top on it. And that's got the 0.5s, I think. That's the 0.5s you sent over that time what you didn't like.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh, you still got some of that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, when they snap, all I'll do is, because I walk about and shoot all different distances and fucking all sorts. If they snap up there, I'll just take that off there and just move it down a centimetre.
Yeah.
Don't even take it off the frame, and I'll just retie it while it's
wow.
there. It does what I need it to do. But plus, I always check my bands to make sure anyway.
Yeah.
Like I say, I never have.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
And you can feel it, can't you? You pull a band, and you feel like just a little squidge on the end.
Yeah.
Next to your ear, you're best to have a gander at them, you know.
Yeah,
I've got quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. I've still got a few on them.
Hey, what's up, Daryl? But that's the cool thing about shooting long draw too. If you ever have a band start to wear out at the pouch end, you can just shorten it up just that little bit. It might adjust your shooting, I guess, a little bit, but not too bad, I'd imagine, eh?
No, not at all. I suppose if you're on a short draw, that'd probably really would.
It's a no-go for me. I can't do it. But
on a long draw, I'm always drawing. Like today, I'm quite short today because I'll put the 225 length on. I think they are. But like I say, if I cut them with the other thing, I'll cut them at 250, so I can draw to hair if I need to. Just however I feel on the day, because they all draw from where my anchor point used to be hair, or this way up, where my anchor point used to be there, and I'd always shoot there. All I've done is gone straight back. That's exactly the same,
Oh, nice.
Sometimes I might lean or I'll draw straight. But
Sunday nap time. Talk to everyone on the next one. Hey, take it easy, Caitlin. Thanks for stopping in. Always good to see you. Well, when I started shooting long draw, I tried going thumb down, and it was like I just kept shooting myself in the face, no matter what I did, and I was having
full butterfly though.
And then I was talking to Kilavala, Brother K, as I call him, and he was shooting long draw like this with his thumb down, and I gave that a try, and it worked out pretty good. And I shot my Axiom Ocularis like that for quite a long time, and I was doing all right with it. And then I switched it up to going back down again to thumbs down, and I tried it and it wouldn't work. And then Rick sent me a Picklebilly. I started messing with the Picklebilly, and I noticed that when I do a long draw, but if I hold my pouch sideways, so Ethan from Tennessee Slangin' gave me a great tip on how to make my bands for long draw for shooting pickle fork. So I ended up pulling back, so my pouch is actually sideways. So it's sitting like this, and I just do a very, very slight tweak with my thumb, like not even enough to, like normally when I draw, I keep my pouch open like this to shoot. So when I'm shooting this one, I just do that. I close it with my thumb, and that's it. And the improvement that I reached starting to shoot everything was just beautiful. It just really started coming together. And the last time I was out here doing a live shooting the planchette, I was chewing up cans with it and hitting pretty good. I mean, I'm not really at shooting flippers with it yet, but Man, I really like that thing. That thing's nice.
Yeah.
The sniper sling one that I have is really nice, and the picklebilly. I love all three of those frames. They're fantastic.
I just like mixing it up. I do all sorts. I mean, I was going from a 110 to an 85 the other day. You know, just because I weren't actually thinking about shooting, and I was just in there and should I pick up another one. That was with 7 and 8 mil, mind you, with tubes. But the difference between tubes, I found is really weird and easier to shoot a tube than it is a flat band if you're doing a pickle or narrow gaps. I found the tube. All I had to do is turn the pouch. Literally just with a tube on a pickle, I just turn the pouch and that is it. But with flat bands, hence I got a fork it on that one. Where I shoot it in, no, not a blemish on it or nothing. But with flat bands, it's probably I give it a bit of a flip with it, which put the shot off because I don't very rarely shoot it. Like,
Yeah.
but
It gets a little tricky, when you start flipping the shots. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind. I tried doing it, and I couldn't get consistently. Couldn't shoot consistent with a flip.
that's why I made a fly swatter.
Oh yeah,
Because you have to flip it, don't you?
you have to flip it. Yeah,
You have to flip it, and that
yeah.
is the reason I made a fly swatter to try and get used to the draw and just trying to naturally flip. And when you're getting a fly, you just go hit you quick enough, you know. And you're naturally flipping. And that's why, because I didn't want to go and shoot a pickle fork and go smashing myself up, you know. Whereas before, when I not thought about it, even with a wrist rocket shooting it on a right hand hold, you know, just sitting there with my mate one day and he got on it, and I just gone, and I even sort of flipped that because I didn't have a brace on it. Even flipped that, you know, that just got more natural, and hence the fly swat. You get used to flipping it with a fly swat, don't you? Otherwise, you hit your thumb if you hold it like that.
Oh, the rabbits are back.
Yeah.
I guess they got their second wind. Yeah. Red leg. When I long draw, I do a thumb down because my wrist doesn't like thumb up. You know what? Red leg. I actually had an injury from shooting thumb up. Doing that, I had a ligament issue in my wrist. So now when I'm shooting long draw, instead of doing that full draw, I kind of grab it so my pouch is sideways, like this. And when I draw it out, I pull. I get my T shape, so I'm making muscles. But I pull back here. I just lock my elbow to where it's gonna go, and I keep my wrist and my hand in this position when I'm looking down my frame, and that's how I shoot now. And my accuracy's gone up, and my accuracy's gone up, and I have no more problems with my wrist, which is kind of nice. I just noticed that every now and then, if I start shooting high and right, it's because I've done this a little bit, and my speed bump when I'm shooting is going up this way. If I know that happens, I just remember pinky down. I solve my issue, and everything is gone. Everything starts shooting true again. So
That's why.
Sorry, go ahead, Shades.
No, you're all right. Carry on.
Yeah.
That's why Benji go to remember his elbow, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And that's exactly why Benji do his elbow, because he used to forget about his elbow. And then he done that distinctive get my elbow up.
Yeah. Get that elbow up, and in my case, I would just make sure I have my T shape, drop it back this way. I got my frame here. I'll drop this out just to kind of give you an idea. I got my frame out, and I just have to remember to take this pinky finger, because when I shoot short draw, I'm like this. When I want to make sure I get my wrist down, and I just let it rip, and it solved all my problems. I just had to figure out what works for. I'm watching all these other, like Hawk or you or all these other guys that are out there shooting long draw. I can't do it that way. My body just doesn't work with a thumb down. I can't do it. So I tried a few things, and I locked it into what works with me, and now it works.
You shot full butterfly though, didn't you?
Oh, you froze there for a second, Shades. Hang on a second.
You shot up full butterfly.
Come back to me, brother. Sorry, say that again. You froze for a second there.
I say you shot full butterfly, didn't you?
Yeah.
And with that, your hand is virtually pointing the opposite direction, isn't it? Hence, you're holding it more
Yeah, exactly.
like that. Like I
Yeah,
think Zach Fowler shoots like that, doesn't he?
yeah, I
He
think so.
shoots with your hand is actually pointing that way rather than your wrist bending more.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I couldn't shoot like that, man. I'd probably shoot my head off. Like, well, if I thought about it, I'm all right.
I like what D says here. He says, always have stuff to learn though, no matter how long you've been at it. It's so true. And it's kind of cool because the only style that I've really given up on is high style. I tried shooting that. I was in a live with Andy Latham, and I was out here shooting, and I shot myself in the face 3 times live, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck high style. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I can't seem to figure it out. And I mean, it's cool because you can go really quick. And I was, shooting with tubes and bands, and I tried everything, and it's just not for me. I could if I decide to shoot quickly, I could still get 10 shots, 20, maybe even 15 shots, maybe even 20 shots, even in under a minute. So I'm not worried about that. But
That's good in under a minute. I think I've done one time. I only tried it one time. I think I've done
one quick,
I think I've done 10 in a minute, so one every 6 seconds. But I fish about, man. Try to get him in a pouch, thinking too much rather than
Yeah.
feeling it in the pouch. And that Mr. Low. I tried that high style years and years ago, only because of the shape of the pouch. Well, I thought, well, if I hold the ball bare, and I think I might even been a marble in a pouch. They're too big for the pouch, or
Yeah.
paintball or something. Paintballs are quite fun. They're quite fun to shoot, and that don't go very far, but they're still fun to shoot. As when
Oh,
you
yeah.
find 1,000 of them, so of course I'm going to shoot.
I just find that when I was shooting marbles, I was having fun just testing things out inside the woods. The ricochets off those things. Oh my God. You would think steel's bad, but no way. No way. Those marbles are dangerous, man.
Yeah, they carry on. They bounce about good, don't they? Real good.
Yeah, I was sure I heard those things ricochet off of like 6th Street seriously, or 6th Tree seriously.
Have a go with a little. I think last time I shot this, I was shooting to the left, I think.
Shooting a little to the left with that one?
Yeah, I was, but then that was when I before I leveled these tips, because they used to point out. Oh, that was just bang on, bang on. And then I leveled, thought, oh, I'll just cut them off now. And I'll shoot to the left. It'll take me a bit, sling my right foot back a bit further. Only by about a centimetre, I think. I better run out there and get the washing in a minute.
Have you ever tried doing this, Shades, when you're shooting a little bit to the left? You can take it up like this and just slightly cock it a little bit.
No.
You ever tried that?
No, he never cocked a load, but I did find when I was shooting one time, the pouch wasn't level with the forks and everything like that. Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago or something. I found that. But now I usually have to, I might actually be clocking it and I have to turn it back with me.
Yeah.
I might be clocking it slightly and I have to go level the fork up more because the pouch is level. But that does me anything once I start thinking about stuff. Right, I'm just now going to run out there and get the washing in.
All right. There's that glove. When I was down there last time, I should have picked up some ammo. I'm getting a little bit low here. I might have to take a couple more shots and then run on down there and reload the old magnet. tearing it up with the Avro.
Started raining.
Oh no.
Oh, that's all right. That don't matter to me. Not shooting. Got to get the wash.
Oh.
Woman's work is never done. You'll see me, I'll have a skirt on in a minute.
Oh, there's that 12. There we go. Let's ring that bell. Beautiful.
I could hear that hit when I was outside. A bell or a disc, was it?
Yeah, I just hit a bell.
Yeah,
I got a little,
heard that.
the little Bojangles there down the bottom. I'm scared of tubes. Robert Ramble's full butterfly tubes. Much respect. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
Alan
hold
High
that
Style.
bell.
Dude is a beast. Yeah, Hawk's very accurate. He's the man. When they break, look out, not for me. And what breaks? Oh, tubes? Yeah. ATO ain't better. You missed. I've missed a whole bunch today, but it's okay. It's okay. It's normal. It's normal to miss. There's nobody out there that doesn't miss. Bro, let's go out this weekend. Pennies only. I don't know who that is. Yeah.
Ta-da.
No, I think I'm gonna head on down there. I'm gonna grab some more ammo. I'm gonna hang up that. Hit that bell for me. You got it, Hugo. I'll hit that bell for you. There you go. Little jingle for you. I'm gonna head on down there and I'm gonna go pick up some more ammo. And I think I'm gonna see if I'm gonna set up that squirrel ball. Have a little bit of fun with that one. I'll be right back.
Don't be able to see it. And better. Who's better? Who's better than who? Because I thought I was like the greatest in the world. Yeah, everything. Like everything. You still there, Paul? Al, how many slingshots have you got, Al? If you've got about 30 from taking shots. Oh, you are. You are, yeah, you're here. You're here, Paul, you're here. Let me get. I should have put some bands on Paul with his black hair.
Oh man, mosquitoes in the shade are really
Yeah,
bad.
Leon's got a serious collection, I hear. Like, as in proper serious.
All right.
Leon must have been an octopus in a former life with all those arms for all them slingshots.
So on the top row now, I've got a 30, a squirrel ball, and a 15 millimeter target up there. That should be fun. Can I get some advice? Sure you can. Love bug. What do you wanna ask?
Don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow. Yo, Turtle, what's up, man?
Mr. Turtle.
How do I tell my girlfriend's parents that we're dating? Oh, you just tell her that you're dating. She's 17 and I'm 35.
You do,
Hold on a second. Hold on a
you
second.
don't. You don't.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, later. 15 millimeters. Yeah. Well, the other one I have in there, Hugo. I don't know if you saw it. I'll bring the thing down there again and show you the targets I'm shooting at here. I'll show you the update that I made. Let's get you on down to the catch box here a little bit. Turn you around. So the biggest one now in the catch box is the Jingle Bells, which is around a 40 by 40. The 25, 30, 12 millimeter, 12.5, 12.5, and a 15. So they're all in and around the size of my thumb, I guess, or smaller, except for this guy. This guy's a big boy. But that's pretty much what we're shooting at. And I really like shooting that squirrel ball. It gives you a good bounce around and a spin. So we'll have a little bit of fun with that. See how it goes. Usually, red leg. My goal is to actually hit the squirrel ball and then hit it again on the move. I've done it quite a few times on the live, on the other catch box. On the big one, I got the little squirrel ball hanging in the drum. Hold on a second. I'll see if I could zoom you in. You can see it's you see that little squirrel ball attached up at the top of the drum there? I hit it and it wrapped around, came back down and started swinging kind of this way. And then I hit it again on the move. So that's what I like to do with those ones. Those ones are a lot of fun to.
Are they a hard rubber?
Come to Sweden and teach me. I would love to, man. It's just practice, dude. It's all it is. It's just practice. All right, let's go for that squirrel ball. See if we can get it right in the center. Keep your eyes on the prize, guys. Well, we're off a little bit. Got to get my anchor back properly. Get a little low. Oh, here we go. I'm going to zoom in on this one. See if we can get it. There we go.
How did you do it, the ECSTL? How did you do, man? If I was there, I would just won it.
Close.
But no one would have turned up.
That was close.
All
right.
Is Heidi there? Yeah. Oh, I'm involved in that.
Okay, I see where I have to put it on my fork. I just got to line it up and then just cover it.
What was your favourite target, Paul? Ow.
Oh, man, I'm missing bad now. All right. Let's see if we can do it.
Nice.
Wow. All right. It's not happening. It's not happening just yet. We got to warm up a little bit to it. I'll zoom you back in a little bit later and see if we can get it.
We got a monsoon outside mine.
Oh, it's coming down hard?
Yeah, we certainly ain't gone out to put another target up. I'll just keep shooting that. Monsoon weather in the UK.
You guys get rain a lot down there, right?
Yeah, that ain't too bad. I mean, I don't mind it when I'm out as long as you got the right stuff on, and also there's less people about. Shooting to the left.
Man, the mosquitoes are eating me alive today. I'm going to be full of little red bumps. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this guy on the wiggle.
Oh, that's a good pitch. I can see them.
There we go. There's one for you. Little close up on that. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, I'm actually indoors though, mate. I did find what was that, amber belt? I think that's amber belt slipping around when it's wet, I think. But I'm actually indoors shooting out to outside. It's raining out there. Oh,
There's another one for you.
terrible.
Oh, I timed that one wrong. It's a little bit tougher. It swings faster on a shorter cord.
Well, you certainly wouldn't go
Oh,
hungry if you had a slingshot when you're out, anyway.
could have been too bad today with all those rabbits running around.
Yeah.
Would have had a couple of days food there for sure. There was 4 of them.
A week's fallen off.
Oh, I'll take one more shot, then we'll just we'll start going. I'll zoom you back out. And, yeah, I'll zoom you back out, and we'll just run through, go left to right and right to left, and all that.
Where you going from 40 down?
No, my biggest one now inside the catch box. Oh, the 40, yeah. So I'll go from 40, 30, 25, 15, 12, and then 12. So that's what I'll do.
Yeah, I went to ECST, didn't you? How
Yep.
is the smallest on a knockdown? A 40? A 40 mil or 25? I think in China it's 25, isn't it? Who knows?
I have no idea. How come you're fine with drizzle but heavy rain? End up watching the drops and get distracted. Yeah, for the knockdowns, you guys at the ECST, what was the size of the knockdowns? What was the range? Did it go from like 6 centimeters down to 30 centimeters, or sorry, 60 mil to 30 mil, or 80 mil to 30 mil, or 40 mil? What was the range of the knockdowns? Curious. How's the coffee? Coffee was good. My coffee's finished now, unfortunately. All right, start with the 40. Oh, that's a big boy right there. We don't need that one. Go
You
to
have a
the 30.
shot big ammo?
Me? Yeah. I have there's a 30. I have 8 mil steel all the way up to 11 mil steel.
Yeah.
I really don't like 11 mil. Really, it's not for me. It's a bit too thick. No matter what pouch I use, it still feels like I'm holding like a brick. But the 0.5 regular pouch on 8 mil steel, it's the same thickness as 9.5 in a pit pouch. So that's usually what I do. If I'm shooting 9.5, I shoot pit pouches. If I'm shooting 8 mil steel, I'm just using leather or microfiber. There's this 25. Oh, just missed a 15. There's a 15.
Ooh,
All right, guys. Do we do the squirrel ball, or do we do the squirrel ball, or the wasp flipper first? Wasp 12. Which one do you guys want to see first?
12.
It's a 12 or a 12. You get to pick the color, the white or the blue. First comment gets it. Let's go. Oh no. All right. No answers. I'll pick. We're gonna go for the blue first.
I wonder if wasps sell many of those 12s.
I think they do.
Yeah.
Blue. All right, we got it, Jody. Thanks, buddy. There's the blue.
I wonder how many people hit those 12s. That's a bit better, isn't it?
Well, I think a lot of people do.
I
know.
you do.
I was chatting with I was chatting with Ethan. Ethan told me he hit it 13 times in a row. My record's only 6.
Straight.
There's the squirrel ball. There we go. We ran it. Let's ring that bell to celebrate. Ooh, there we go. That Jingle Bells is a lot of fun. I was expecting to have some really bad. I was expecting they were going to have really bad ricochets off those things. If I hit it dead center, it'll pop out by about a meter or so, but not too bad.
Yeah, I put a bell inside.
It's 16. He got. Sorry, it's pickle fork. Yeah, I thought it was 13. It's 16 he got in a row. Ethan's a dead shot. Hey, Deez, is that one of those pickle forks with the little pinky hole down at the bottom? Is that what you sent him? I sent out my microfiber pouches on the table. Sander makes them, and they're obviously thinner than 1 point. Yeah, I like those. I like those. The thinner the better too. Actually, I like my pouches thin. These guns in Canada are hunting only typically, and that's the whole process. I'm not from Canada, but that's what I've heard. It's not really true, Turtle. Yeah, I mean, you're not running around with ARs and stuff up here. The laws are getting worse and worse with the new prime minister we have. He's another tyrant, just like all the rest of them, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's pretty much the deal. But if you have a license for handguns, like a lot of people that I know do, they can actually still keep those handguns and shoot them, and all that's fine. It's just 2 different requirements for a license. We call them a PAL, which is basically for like thing, and we have an RPAL, which is restricted thing, which is the handguns. But yeah, a lot of people still have all that stuff up here.
They're taking everyone's away. Well,
they're trying. They're trying. They're trying to collect them all from the people here and send them to the Ukraine.
They're collecting. They're taking, because you get a lot of farmers got a shotgun.
Yeah,
license is different to a rifle.
Yeah,
and they've been the government or police or whoever it is have been going through their old medical records. You got these old farmer boys who always had them. And most farmers have been bashed, hurt in some way, and ended up on tablets, painkillers. But the
yeah,
painkillers they prescribed over here, they're sometimes given for antidepressant.
yeah. I heard that anybody
they've
with
been going through their records and going, unstable brain, he's had antidepressants, and taking the guns away.
Yeah.
Like one guy, that was he was pest control and everything. About 20 years ago he had it. They'd give him painkillers.
Never committed a crime, probably, and
no. And they went and they took all his guns. They took, because he was a pest, and he done stuff with farmers. He had rifles and shotguns. They took everything off the geezer because he had some tablets about 20 years ago for his back.
Yeah.
Prescribed for antidepressant.
Turtle.
Some excuse.
Yeah, it's dirty. Is it true you guys have a 5-round capacity? No, it's not 5 rounds. It's 3 rounds.
3.
So 3. Yeah. So if you're out shooting, for example, with a shotgun and you're duck hunting, you're allowed 3 rounds in the tube, and that's it.
Yeah, as even if you can get one, what will take 3 rounds, you'll be lucky. You just have a break barrel,
But I mean, up here we could still get semi-automatic shotguns. We can get pump action shotguns, but usually, depending on how long the tube is in the bottom, when you load her up, my dad's old pump shotgun would hold 6 or 7 shots. The new ones now, you have to have them plugged. You're only allowed 3, and that's it. So one in the tube, two in the one in the barrel, 2 in the pump, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think there was a time that was 8. Some of them can take 8. I ain't sure. I don't know nothing about it. And Man of Kent is a man over here. If you want to know anything about firearms, he must have some good licenses and that. And what he do, I see him making cartridges up the other day on one of his videos. So he's obviously know his stuff. especially for the UK, if you can make your own rounds or whatever you want to call them, then you got to know your stuff. But over here, if you've got a 2-2 live, or you can get 5 years for having it.
That's exactly it, Dees. It sounds like firearms are pretty popular up there, just regulated a lot. That's the truth. When we store them in our things, we have to have the guns put in a safe with trigger locks, and the ammo has to be separate in a separate locked container. You cannot keep a loading gun in your house. You're not allowed to travel with a loading gun in your car. There's a lot of rules, and really, all the rules that they're doing is not about. Uh, that's normal is all for firearms though. That's normal? Is that for all firearms? I don't know what the deal is with the handguns. It seems kind of bizarre that they would allow a guy have a Glock with 14 rounds in it and a guy with a shotgun to only have 3. It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, who knows? Nothing makes sense up here. It's a liberal shithole at this point, so who knows? But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's lots of good folks out there, but just imagine this: they just passed a law, or they're passing a law up here for a border security law to make sure that it's going to be fine. But now they allow the the Canada Post are not that it's going to be an issue at all, but they allow Canada Post now to go through your mail if they want to without you even knowing. So they can go through your mail and search things and check inside your mail and what you're receiving and what you're sending and all that stuff without even a hint of a warning that this is going on. And they're saying it's to protect the border, but really what it's for is to spy on its people. So it is what it is. There's no more. Unfortunately, there's no more privacy up here because we've got a bunch of communists running the country. So it is what it is, and it's getting worse. But that's that. A brief moment. I thought the guy on the right was a slightly washed jean Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No.
Quick, Shades, grab the chairs and do the splits. Show the guys back at home what you're made of.
Yeah, on the back, Tom. Yeah, well, you twice. I got Dolph Lundgren's in the living room as well.
Good old Dolph.
My boy's Jean-Claude Van Damme, though, but he's a bit taller.
Oh yeah,
with a mullet. He's got a mullet haircut.
Oh, there's that squirrel ball. That was sweet. The only trouble I have with that squirrel ball is it flops around too much on that cord. It's hard to get it to stay in one spot. So sometimes I have to keep on resetting it, or I just shoot it where it is and call it good.
I put a little bit of sand in the bottom of a can to keep it swinging.
Oh yeah,
that just gives it a lovely swing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
In the bottom of a can.
Does it make a mess in your catch box though?
Yeah, but I got in the bottom of the catch box. I got because the sand dry in there anyway. I've got a bit of a car mat.
Okay,
because
yeah.
It's curved. That fit nicely in the bottom, and also I got a cordless Dyson Hoover.
Oh, nice.
I just walk over there. I can just suck it up, open the thing back up, and tip it back in the bucket before I fill a can.
You should get yourself one of those magnet sweepers like I have in my catch box, and you can just sweep out the ammo from the bottom when it falls down on the bottom.
Yeah, I've got one. There's one hang up.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. Well, in the sweeper back. I made it, obviously a magnet, and so because I got a catch box at the top and one at the bottom, I made it out of a selfie stick, so it goes in and out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. It's got a screw. That's all nipped up, and the magnet's got a hole. It's got a wood screw go through it with a finger off a leather gardening glove. Otherwise, they're too hard to get off the magnet. Try to get them off it. And That's the top catch box, and I just shorten it and just hang it on whatever down there. Does what it do. And I got a speaker. There's actually a speaker one, the round ones. I have a speaker in the bottom of my catch box.
Oh yeah.
So whatever one
yeah,
down
everything.
there, and that's a lot easier to get it off the catch boxes. I mean, off the magnet, rather than this one. But that does what I need to do. I was looking for it earlier because I stuck it somewhere and I couldn't find it. I couldn't. I just had it. I just had it in my hand when I was clearing the box out because I got so many little. There's that bit what hang over there. It's like a catch box inside a catch box. There's that there.
Oh, nice.
That's an old flag. When they make new build houses and have the advertising, they hang long ways.
Oh yeah.
But if you look, I was meant to hang long ways, but the print on it, it's got a coat of arms on it.
Oh, cool.
Is the wrong way. If you hang out
Yeah.
where it's meant to be, the coat of arms. And because I'm new, I looked at industrial sites. I looked in a skip. There's a cardboard box in there, and they do homes and whatever. If that's an office block and they got a skip, the people who have gone and done the show homes will open a massive pot of paint just to touch up, and they'll put it there.
Oh wow.
So they got printed up wrong, delivered to the office block, and there was a whole big cardboard box of them flags. And I've got one as a backdrop in there, or half over as a bag. I've got about 30 of the bloody things, but they're so light and they grab a bearing. I put that there because, as you can see out there, I'm on a new build estate.
Yeah.
So my catch boxes are inside that's the bottom of a trampoline
Later
base.
days.
Trampoline base go over the top there, up there.
So very cool.
Can go
nothing
up.
Bounces up. Yeah.
And nothing bounces this way because I got that in front. And if I want to shut it down, I've got to ratchet off. When somebody dumped a load of fly tip and that was a marijuana grow thing, they have pulleys to hide the tent up as a plant grow. I got that through one of the loops, so I just walk up to it, shut it down, walk up, pull the string, and that all just comes up. If I
very cool.
I can just run out. Yeah. And plus, I got it off the street. Some of the stuff is fly tip, what people have dumped in the countryside and that.
Yeah.
I'll have a gander through it and think, nice one.
Yeah, you never know if you could pick something up cool while you're out on one of your walks.
Yeah, really, it's surprising. What the builders throw away is unbelievable. Open up 5 litres of paint to paint around a light switch.
That's nuts, eh? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up to the old Beagle. Let's see how this one goes.
Beagles have been about a while, isn't they?
Yeah, I've had this one for about 4 or 5 years now, I think. Had this one for quite a while.
Who first done them?
Huh?
Who was it who first done the Beagle?
I think it was Nick Higgerty. I think it was Nick and Andrew started making them from Prime Fork afterwards.
Yeah, I think has Tim Henry done Beagles or taken shots as well? I think.
I don't know.
But yeah, really I like Tim Henry's frames. You can hold that up against one that look identical, and you can tell which one.
Oh,
by just the roundness or how it's made, can't you?
Yeah, he's got his own style, eh?
Yeah, the style of
it. His Aries is one of my favorite. The one that he made for Omega is probably one of my favorite frames. It's right up there as one of my best shooters.
Yeah, I see a carbon fiber one he had one time. That was like a razor blade. That was so thin. I don't know how thick it was. That was nice.
Yeah, that's nice. You know who else makes some pretty badass slingshots is Ropa.
Ropa Redefined, is it?
Yeah.
There's so many on it. There's so many on there, and you want to look and sub to the people and watch the videos. There's some CG.
Yeah.
Is he the same bloke as what's his name? Hicks.
Nope.
They look very similar, don't they?
Yeah, it's Chad's CG slings. I don't think they look the same. No, I think you got someone mixed up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, Josh is Hicks, and they look quite different. It's hard to keep track of everybody. There's so many people in the community now. Ooh, hit high on that one. Oh. We're gonna go after that squirrel ball with this guy. Let's see if we can get a hit on it. Oh, I got the string, not the ball. It was close though.
I'm trying to hit that little T-bar between the two cans. Cans. There's Benny.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
Benny the Jet. Somebody mentioned Benny the Jet.
Yeah, that's
Benny the Jet from not Greece, the martial arts guy.
No, oh no, that's it is actually. There's Benny the Jet,
You know
but there's also Benny and the Jets, which is a song.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Benny the Jet, he was the one who invented kickboxing, wasn't he? As such.
Yeah, he's one of the best of all time. Yeah,
69, 70 time. Yeah. I mean,
legend.
I used to do martial arts myself when I was 9 till I was maybe 15.
Yeah, Benny the Jet. He's there was Benny the Jet, and there was also another guy called Rick. Remember Ricky the Jet Rufus?
No, I don't think so.
It was Rick Rufus. He was an American kickboxer.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah. He was also legendary back in the day. We had a really good kickboxer out of Montreal named Jean-Yves Thériault back in the day. They used to call him the Iceman, and that dude was an absolute savage. I saw him fight a Dutch guy. He fought a Dutch guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was wearing these red kickboxing pants. He must have kicked Jean-Yves Thériault right in a square in the nuts like 4 or 5 times, and he never even flinched. He just took it, kept on walking towards the guy. It was just guy was a legend.
I see someone on there when I was watching the other day. He done that. I think that's sort of fairly modern one. I think that's boxing one. Someone just hitting the geezer in the nuts loads of times.
Loads of times. Terrible.
I like watching that Borkai. Is it Borkai geezer? And in the Muay Thai when they do the K1 and all that.
Yeah, the K1 and Glory back in the day was the best. I loved it.
Yeah, definitely, because that was you're there and you fight, and then you go on to the next, don't you?
I think my favorite back in the day was Peter Aerts. Peter Aerts or Ernesto Hoost. I love both those guys. They were amazing fighters.
Santai, is it Santai, the Thai geezer Sanjay? The old boy?
Sanchai. Yeah, he's good too, man.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, with his elbows. And so he jumped in, he take the mickey a bit, but when they take the piss out of him.
My son just met Superlek. He was at he came to visit I guess he had a fight somewhere in Canada, and he came to visit my son's kickboxing school, and he got to meet him, shake his hand and everything.
Your boy was done well at wrestling, didn't he, when he first?
Yeah, he was
I can remember, like I say, when he was little, you do your catch box sort of times, and then he got into his wrestling, didn't he? And then he took some boy who was a lot bigger and older, wasn't he? When he was younger, he was taking out the older boys and that. So
he was doing great.
He's moved on to kickboxing.
Yeah. He came in 4th in the nationals 2 years ago. Whoa. And they didn't let him continue to the third round, third medal round. So the guy just won the third the bronze. He was supposed to have one more fight, but he broke his shoulder and his collarbone in his last match, in the first minute of his last match, and he continued the match. He won his match, but they didn't allow him to continue because he had an injury, and
Yeah.
they didn't think it was that serious. They thought it was like a muscle or something. So by the time we got home, we woke up the next morning, his shoulder was still messed up, and I said, "Okay, let's go to the hospital." And it turned out he had a fracture in his collarbone and in his shoulder.
Ouch.
Yeah, and then that was it. But he had hit the guy with a double leg. They put him on a shot clock. They said he was stalling, so he hit the guy with a big double leg. But when he landed, he he fractured his. It was within the first minute of the match. He fractured his shoulder and his collarbone, and he smashed his cheek against the guy's hip bone really bad. They gave him about 2 minutes of recovery time. He got back up, finished off the match, and at the end of the match, his shoulder was just killing him, and he had to call it. But he did very well.
Yeah, I remember he was doing well in wrestling, wasn't he?
And it was actually crazy because if he would have been healthy for that third match, it would have been insane. It would have been insane because the guy he was going against was one of his rivals from Quebec. It would have been an epic match.
Like here when they have football, when they play Ipswich, that's known as a local derby because they're the closest sort of rivals. That's always a good.
Yeah.
Used to be a good kick-off, but back in the days of fisticuffs.
Yeah, you guys take your football really seriously over there, boy.
Oh, I don't like football, mate. I hate it. But I used to go because all my mates used to go to football back then. But we could travel. That's when you could get in the end where all the not normals, and you could get in there and then jump in the south stand and travel all the way up to get to the next to the away supporters.
Oh wow!
Yeah. That was before the Hillsborough fire thing and that, way before then, and that was all wood. And I remember running along the back of it to get to the away fans, a little mob of us. And the copper, he swung around a policeman, swung around a wooden post and just side kicked my mate straight in the chest. We were only kids, 15, and that was acceptable, The same as Dale. Dale knocked the copper out, so the copper come and see him a little while later. Come here, took him down the local tip and give him a hiding. He come back beat up. We took the piss out of the geezer because that's how it was.
That's awesome.
You didn't get took to court and end up in prison, or you accepted your slap,
Hold on. So what did you say here? Mark, I saw a YouTube video said you put your dry used coffee grounds in a tinfoil bowl and light it on fire. It'll smolder for a long time and mosquitoes hate it. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It works. Yeah, and if you want to make it even better, you can drop it into an egg carton and that'll smolder down too, and then the coffee grinds will help it out. Also works for a pretty good time.
Mr. Coinwork, the tall guy.
Yeah, Coin, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Shades, I got about 14% battery left, so we'll keep on going for another 4%, but then I'll have to wrap it up.
Right, whenever you like. Yeah, my battery went ages ago. I just went and got a drone pack and plugged it in the bottom of the phone.
Yeah, I don't know how much time I got left here. There we go.
He said that because that Coinworker guy has turned up.
Yeah. Nothing but trouble when Coin's around. Well, but I'll tell you this. Oh, I'm late. Yeah, we've been at it for about 3 hours now, I guess. Must be.
Really?
Huh?
Sticks, man.
Yeah, it's 3 hours.
Look, as how bad I am with my watch. Say 2:30. I ain't putting the clock forward. I am not when they went forward.
Yeah.
Look, the hour thing they do, you can flick off.
You're like,
man.
Screw it, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll leave mine so next time it come round, that's right.
Yeah. No, why not?
I know it's an hour behind.
Oh, you know we love you, Coin. Out of all the coins I know, you're my favorite. And nobody livens up a chat like Coin does. That's for damn sure.
When Coyne, I first see his name, I thought he actually worked in a mint or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did ask him one time.
What kind of slingshot is this? This is the Beagle from Prime 4 Catapults. One of my oldest and one of my most favorite slingshots I own. Actually, Quinn, I think you and I are probably due for another live. We should probably arrange one of those sometime soon. And hopefully YouTube will let us do it this time. Damn.
That bell is like the cats what run about this Brickweave estate.
It is, eh?
I can't understand that, why someone would put a bell on a cat. You know, most of them are proud about hunting stuff, and they're going to stick a bell on it.
I had a cat that could use a bell. That guy used to stalk you. When you weren't paying attention, you'd dive out of nowhere and bite your feet.
Excellent. Nice one.
Yeah. Oh, I almost got that squirrel ball. I hooked it a little bit to the left. There we go. Done.
Oh, right through the hole. I got it through the hole of that disc the other day 3 or 4 times.
Yep, me too, Alpine. Me too. What are you guys doing? I think I gotta cut it. Yeah, we're gonna have to say goodbye there, Shades. It was freaking awesome, though, dude.
Good
Yeah,
on you. Good show.
we definitely have to do this again, dude. This was fun.
Take care, everybody.
Always good chatting with you. And anybody in the chat, head on over to Shades' channel, give him a little sub, say hi, see what's up, and do your thing. So Sling and Skint, you'll check him out. Somewhere in the chat, you'll see his link. You'll be able to find him there. Give it a little bit of time, and 24 hours, I guess, all the live chat will be there. But anyway, that's it, guys. Shades, you want to say anything to the folks at home?
Nah.
Nah. All right. Hey,
take care, all. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Get
you guys take care. Stay safe. Get out, practice. Be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. And Shade, you're the fucking man. Bye for now. Take it easy.
I had a ton of wolf. Oh, I had a ton of wolf.
There we go.